day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for
Hey,
athletic program.
let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's up? What's up, Tiger Nation, man? Appreciate y'all for bearing with us. Got an action-packed show tonight, man. Just wanted to make sure we had everything that we needed to talk about ready to roll. I was determined. There's a lot, man. It's been a busy day, Zoe. What's up, big dog?
What up, man? What's up, VI Love family? Got dog on eating cake. Hey, man, eating cake because I feel like I'm celebrating, man. Loving these recruits, man, like a fat kid love cake. So we had a big day today, man. Got a lot to jump into this evening, man.
Yeah, man. Big day, man. Fun day for the home team. A lot going on, first and foremost, man. Shout out to the Boom for going out there representing, doing a thizzle.
Oh, man, let me tell you something. They ain't just do they thizzle, man. We can go ahead and look. Boom won that, dog.
Hey, we just need the fans, you know, and the voters to make sure that they give the Boom their respect. Make sure they give them what they just do, man. We the best band in the land, and it ain't even close. We don't need all the flags and all the other stuff going, all the bells and whistles. We just come with musicianship, showmanship, swag, and just excellence, man. You know what I'm saying? They did their thing.
Well, look, watching it, let me just say this. Auntie had some miscues. They dropped stools, crooked lines. Alice wasn't there. It's not my opinion now. It's right there. You can go back and watch on ESPN Plus. It's on YouTube now, so you can actually go back and watch it. The Golden Delight dropped the stools a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? Crooked lines. The Boom, man, you got to watch, man. The Boom actually did the blowing fanfare. They did a theme show to Usher, right? So they actually, when they came out with Blowing, they remixed it. So they were playing Blowing and Superstar by Usher at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they waxed them, dog. They drilled them to death.
Yes, indeed, man. What's up, KT Dub? They said North Carolina A&T out of practice. Showtime well has the clips. Yeah, man. Then they said they went at it after the you know, they gave him a little bit of that fifth quarter style. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. They put on a very excellent performance. I was really impressed with the Boom performance. Hell, Usher needs them for the Super Bowl. That's a good point.
Facts.
As a kid, put this on a shirt. DB on stand. Hey, man. Hey. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, that statement, believe it or not, that statement rings true thus far when you talk about from this recruiting season. Trust me when I tell you.
Oh, yeah, man. Sure thing, bro. But, yeah, man, other than that, it's been a pretty action-packed day. I didn't want to try to wing it. We're not winging it. We just got a lot to talk about. Got a lot of notes, man. So just going to be wanted to get the fans a very thorough. I mean, heck, we thought we were only going to get about 8, 9, 10 guys in the early signing period, man. So the coaches pulled a doozy on us, man. They said, I'd appreciate you guys. Wait until you I think you hit enter before you let that out, don't Blue? Hey, that blowing fanfare was wild. Yeah, it was, man. The fifth was fire. Hey, shout out to everybody that's out there, man, in the A. Supporting the Boom.
At the stadium, it was there a bit of 30 people out there.
Absolutely. I'm loving this right here, man. I see they shut them down and leave at 9:30 p.m. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people join in from Twitter. Let's see. I appreciate it. Can't write these articles fast. Oh, that's what it was. I thought you had hit enter before you had got to talking, man. But no, it ain't nothing you haven't seen already, Blue. It's we're gonna talk about those who have committed thus far. There are some commits. This Big Mike. What's up, Mike? What's up, Big Dog?
Well, I got to tell you, I'm so glad that you're actually in, because being that you are an FCS guy, you can give credence to what I'm actually going to speak to when we talk about the recruiting efforts, especially from an FCS standpoint.
Yeah, we want Kobe to come up. I invited Kobe to come up tonight too. Blue, come on up as well. I want to get your take. Just let's talk some football, man, tonight, man. It's a big day for JSU, man. Like I said, we don't know. We expect ourselves to be the number one HBCU recruiting class. We're trying to get the number one FCS recruit. I don't know if we would get there, but we damn sure shooting for it. In the early signing period, man, it's just kind of, the coaches just addressing needs, and man, they going all in. We the Celebration Bowl tomorrow. You got FAMU versus Howard. I know they're in the A. They get ready to party. Hey, enjoy it, man. If we were there 2 years in a row, I'd love to be there a third year in a row, but it wasn't our reality. So we got to go put the work in, and this is where our quest to get back to the A in the Celebration Bowl in December. This is where it starts at. It starts with recruiting, man. You got to go get some guys to add in the room with your guys. So the coaches are doing just that. I'm loving what I'm seeing, and they're upgrading the room, man. Period, point blank. You got some talent leaving out the room. You bring more talent in, and you bring in. I dislike that guy for how, man, he dislike. I don't care about nobody that dislike Jack State. Y'all know how that dude is. I think you're talking about Jay Walker. Oh, I think that's who he's talking about. Yeah, that's the only hater I know from Howard. He a hater every time. I don't like listening. I can't even listen to him and Tiffany Green call games. No disrespect to Tiffany Green, but it's just hard to watch games with them commentating. I have to watch the games on mute because it's just hard to. It's hard to. But it is what it is. I had to fly away from the what game was that? We were leaving Montgomery, though. He was on the plane with me, so he looked at me like he knew who I was. He might have saw me talking about him at one time, but I, just said, "What's up, man?" and just kept it moving, But he ain't nothing but a hater, He's the one reason why you don't want to root for Howard. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, fam, you get on your nerves even worse. So I don't have a dog in the fight tomorrow. Whoever win, may the best team win. Like I said, I got FAMU beating for Howard I don't even think it's gonna be close, but if Howard wins, cool. It'll be egg on their face. So I don't expect them to lose. It's FAMU's game to lose if you ask me my opinion. So on you, bro.
Oh man, we can get done. Nah, man, it don't matter me one way or the other. I just know FAMU better not lose. I think FAMU probably will win. I believe FAMU's going to win. I just don't think it's going to be a cakewalk. I think Howard is going to present themselves to be a formidable foe. I think it's going to be a good game. All I know is FAMU better not lose.
Blue, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I just. Everybody knows that this feels like Jackson State 2021 going into the game versus South Carolina State. Nobody really giving FAMU a chance to win this game against FAMU, but they should win the game in my opinion. They got the better team, but it's football. A turnover here is a bad snap there and
injury.
Shucks, what do? You know what I mean?
Hey man, and also this game is in Atlanta. And it's Howard and it's FAMU. Let all peas and carrots. Let the world know.
FAMU versus MEAC.
Yeah, man, and FAMU in Atlanta is a guaranteed sellout, right? So we're gonna see what they're looking like tomorrow on TV. We'll see if they can outdo JSU.
Well, can't nobody outdo JSU, man. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna happen. But and we not, and I you take it how you want to take it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear it. Howard rolling with a MEAC month advantage. If they lose, shame on them. I don't give a damn about no month. You got no month. You can have a month all day long. That team is if the team better than you, they better than you. You know what I'm saying? Long as Willie don't do what our coaches did, went in there with this arrogant game plan. and didn't make any adjustments. And you know, the rest is history. So, anywho, man, let's jump right on into it. We made the people wait long enough, man. We'll jump into these preliminaries, and then I'm gonna drop that link. Like when Kobe come in, and whenever y'all ready to come up, Blue and Kobe, or anyone else that want to jump up and talk some football. We're gonna talk about this recruiting class first and foremost, though. So let's jump into that real quick. Hadn't put this up there in quite a while. Go TD, what's happening, brother? Haven't put this up in a while. Friends of KC-1400 Inc. Foundation still alive and well. Go to Givelify to donate to us. Mission of Friends of KC-1400 Inc. is to provide strategic financial support to Jackson State University through collaborative initiatives that will stabilize and enhance the viability of our students. So our foundation is the baseline of what we're trying to do and build. And if you'd like to give a donation, tax deductible donation to the foundation, go to Givelify right now. Look up Friends of KC-1400 Inc. and make a donation. Appreciate everyone that continues to donate to the pot. And San Diego State killed tonight. Yeah. Anyway, of course, you got our website. Still got merch available. All the t-shirts and that we sold throughout the year. Still got some inventory on hand. If you'd like to purchase one of those t-shirts, go to the website now and check that out. KC1400media.com. Got some fresh hot merch coming down the pipe on that as well. So when that comes out, we will. They had to insert Dion in the commentary. I don't care about none of that. I did want to put this up real quick. We talked about the graduation success rate, but Coach Omar put this up on Twitter today. He talked about the baseball team graduated 93% of its student athletes, and for the fall 2023 term with a GPA of 3.1 average. So congratulations to Coach Omar, baseball team. Not yet, brother. I'm not dropping the link until after the fact. So we're gonna get through the preliminaries and then we'll come back to it and we'll go from there. So hang tight. So congratulations to Coach Omar. And what's that noise, man? What's the noise? Sound like some sissing. All right, I don't know what that is, man. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Let's go back to women's basketball. I know TD, you got a chance to head out there. Women fell short of Mississippi State by 10, 82-72. Any comments on that real quick?
Oh man, we shot the ball, in my opinion, the best we probably shot it all year, from a shooting standpoint. But man, same thing this game is every game for us this season, man. Turnovers. Turnovers, unforced turnovers, man. And I think rebounding was the main key point in this game. Rebounding and turnovers, man. And again, especially in this game, because we shot good enough. We hit. Yeah, I think we might have hit 8 or 9 3-pointers this game.
Okay.
I mean, the main thing, like I said, man, it was turnovers, dog.
Said too careless with the ball.
Yeah. If we can minimize that, and again, as you well know, man, you're not gonna win too many games if you're getting out rebounded. But you know how you can if you don't have a lot of turnovers. You can't have both. You can't get out rebounded and have a whole bunch of turnovers, dog.
Mentioned Daphne's contribution. Seeing her out, is Daphne. There's a lot of folks have asked about Daphne's whereabouts. I think she's missed a couple of games now. I don't have an update on that, so
I couldn't speak on it. But I mean, but the main thing, like you know, bro, you can't get out rebounded and have a bunch of turnovers. That's a guaranteed loss. It's a guaranteed loss.
Yeah, you got to take care of the ball, man. How about you, TD? You got a chance to go to the game?
Yes. What Zoe saying is right. So to add to him, I would start off by saying, honestly, it was a very winnable game from my viewpoint. I think we were missing 3 key players. I think we got a transfer from Texas Southern, Daphne, and another young lady was missing. Because Miss Jackson, Angel Jackson, she balled, man.
Yeah, Angel had a big game.
She balled. She blocked shots, but it was a lot going on. So she had nobody there to just kind of help her clean up under the rim. So they was able to get second chances and rebound. You know, just say if they blocked a shot or something, they was able to get a rebound, kick it back out. And of course, they got a young lady on their team, Jordan. You know, she was doing her best version of Jordan-esque that she could do, and she balled out. So she kept them. I mean, she was doing reverses and everything, man. So she pretty much shot them in the game, kept them in the game. But our young ladies, they played hard. Wasn't too impressed with the point guard play. Especially with the tenure that we're dealing with. A lot of just unforced errors, like Joe was saying, that was unnecessary. And a couple times, Coach Reed was in the middle of the floor for some of the turnovers. There we got to score down late, down to I think they got up maybe 15, 18 points, got it down to 10, but never could break that barrier. I like to see the shooters in more, Ken. Okay. There was some young ladies out there that you know what I'm saying, that was shooting that rock, man. And if you being a former player, you know how key it is to constantly make shots and take shots, whether you make it or not. Breland had a good game. Rochelle had a good game. Crump did pretty good. And they, like I said, they were shooting those threes, and there was some of the young lady names I don't have. Number 15-0. Woodhouse. She was shooting, man. She was shooting that ball, man. So 20-22. They were letting it loose. And if we had another big in there to help out Angel, it would have, that would have been an even closer game, if not a win. Because the girls came out and played. They weren't afraid. I mean,
yeah.
I was impressed with that. But other than that, man, I think a little more help on the point. Need to be a lot more consistent. It was more so carefree ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got this. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. So that would kind of hurt us too. It led to a lot of turnovers.
So, yeah, got a lot. Got some things to clean up, man. Next two games is going to be at Miami on next Wednesday. That same day, the men will be in Gonzaga and Spokane, Washington, playing against Gonzaga. And then the following Wednesday will be the last out-of-conference game of the schedule, which will be 2 days after Christmas. In my other hometown of Austin, Texas, playing versus the University of Texas Longhorns. Hook 'em at Frank Aaron Coliseum, and plan on making that game. Sure do, man. That should be a good one. These next two gonna be tough, though. Next two gonna be tough, and then we open up SWAC play January the 6th versus Alcorn at home. So definitely looking forward to that. But hopefully they can finish up strong, man. And hopefully we'll have an update on Daphne and see if Coach Tamika Reed and staff may be willing to share that information mid-season. So anywho, let's move right on to the men. The men play tomorrow. I know the Celebration Bowl is tomorrow. Plan on being in attendance at this game here. I will be heading over to Viva, Las Vegas, to take a seat. Howard Bison take on our Jack State Tigers, man. So first game be tomorrow in this Chris Paul CP3 HBCU Classic or Legacy Classic, whatever it's called, from the Mandalay Bay. So the game will be on ESPNU. It'll be a late night game. So all the Celebration Bowl stuff has been pretty much over with. The Celebration Bowl is at 11. I want to say 11 a.m. in the morning. Is that Central? Yeah, 11 a.m. in the morning, Central Standard Time. 9 a.m. my time. I was like, man, I get on and watch football in the morning. So we'll see how that goes. And the game after that, fellas, is going to be North Carolina A&T. Very winnable game. They're not playing very well this year. So we got to get that one. That will be Sunday evening. And then after that, the next game will be, like I said, on that Wednesday versus Spokane in Spokane, Washington. All right. Next up on the list, man, before we get into this recruiting breakdown, I want to send a huge congratulations to my brother, big bro, man, Kevin Dent, man. Huge, huge, huge. I don't have any sound effects, but if I did, I have a round of applause for Kevin Dent, the great Kevin Dent, man. I had a conversation with bro on the field. He called me yesterday. Shout out to him for reaching out to me and saying, hey, he said he's going to come up here. We're going to have him on Tiger Talk, man. So I just want to say once again to Brother Dent, Blake Levine with WLBT.
Yeah.
He texted me. He actually, if he can get Kevin's number, I passed it on to him, and I told him to blow it up, man. He deserved that, man. Make a big deal out of it. So be on the lookout for the local news to cover Kevin, and then we'll stay. We'll definitely keep everybody abreast of the updates. Black College Football Hall of Fame, man. It's a great honor. It's not less than the Hall of Fame. I mean, I know they keep it kind of, you got the NFL Hall of Fame and you had a Black College Football Hall of Fame, but this is a big deal. So not going into this particular class, you have Joe 747 Adams from TSU. You got Antoine Bethea from the Howard Bison. And you got Wayman Bryant, TSU. You have Richard Huntley, Winston-Salem State. Lamar Parrish, is that Livingstone?
No, that's Lincoln, Missouri.
Lincoln, Missouri. I'm sorry. And then you have Edward Hurt with Morgan State, and then of course our very own Kevin Dent. Zoe, what'd you say about Kevin? He played in the '80s, man. He was balling.
85 through 88, man, and
on the WC.
Jack State, man. I think he led the nation in the interceptions, man. I can't remember the number correctly. It was either 11 or 12 interceptions.
Brother Dent, you're gonna have to come up here and get us straight on your stats, man. And we're gonna have all that when we'll be ready for you when we sit down with you. We want to give you some time to come up and talk.
Hey, that's a high number. 11 or 12 interceptions, man, in that season.
Absolutely, man. Yes, indeed, man. Congratulations to him. Super duper. Anytime you get put in the Hall of Fame or anything, man, that's pretty cool. So you got anything on Brother Dent before we move on?
No, man. I mean, no more than congratulations, man. It looked like he had a solid career. Jack and said, I see why you got drafted, man. Being a part of the team that lost on the one conference game out of 28. I see why they picked him up, man. 12 interception. Yo, I'm proud again, fellow Tigers. So congratulations, Brother Dent.
Yeah, man. I move right along, man. Early signing. We got a lot of commitments, man. Jack State is off to a roll, man. Let's talk about it, man. This is where we at thus far, TD and Zoe. We're gonna break this down. What up, Big Courtney? Big Courtney done joined. I like the way the StreamYard is kind of letting everybody. Let me see where everybody tune in from. So if they pop in from Twitter, we can see that they joined us. I like that. That's a new feature. That's pretty cool. But we're gonna go through this list, man. I know hey, Coach. Outstanding list of Tigers that's committed thus far. We'll start up top with just KJ Chisholm out of Beaufort, South Carolina. Big Courtney checking. What's happening, big dog? Good to see you, bro. Congratulations again on that degree, man. At Associates. Proud of you, bro. Down at Southwest Mississippi Community College.
Jacktown,
those Tigers, man. Jacktown, Provine. You know how it is. He coming home. Yes, indeed, man. But I'm gonna get into the specifics. We got a slide for each player, and then we can kind of speak to their specifics. And I'm gonna go to my notes back and forth, but we'll take our time with this one, man. But we'll list them out. KJ Chisholm, I want to say a 2-star, but the offers were amazing, man. When we talk about him, we'll talk about the offers that he got. Cousin of Irv and Irv Mulligan, as well as Jaheim Hazel. Like I said, more talent coming from that. He's a DB / wide receiver, listed as an athlete. Athlete Travis Terrell Jr., 3-star, just played Creekside over in his 5A state championship. Big commitment today. 4-star athlete Kobe Boyin out of Miami Edison by way of South Central Los Angeles, California. Orange High School, man. Big time pickup for us today. Defensive end Joshua Nobles, edge rusher transferring in from Western Michigan. We'll get into his. He's a 3-star coming out of high school. Defensive line Kazarius Bowie, transferring over from Mississippi Gulf Coast. Defensive lineman, big pickup. Had a great year with Mississippi Gulf Coast. Linebacker Jaden Ward, man, transferring in from Northwestern State. Big time pickup, 1-year eligibility. Safety Carson Day, coming out of East. I think it was Northeast Community College by way of exit 119. I won't say. They Carson come from that Canton, Mississippi. One more soon.
Hey, we got a Falcon now. We
brother, I'll drop the link when we drop the link. Yeah, I don't have to request it. I'm gonna drop it when we're ready to drop it. Ethan Terrell, 3-star quarterback, Louisville, Texas High School. The winningest quarterback to play at Louisville High School with a record of 31-7. So 31 wins, 7 losses in his career. Been playing since he was a sophomore. Offensive line / defensive line, Syson Burke. The Burke family. Zoe would have to tell you. I mean, the Burke family. You see Burke, you know that's Jack State royalty right there, man.
I like McNair's at Alcorn, man. A Burke at Jack State.
Yes, indeed, man. Ridgeland High School. You have Brian Bam Williams Jr. Creekside also. He's D lineman too, man. Hey, that Bam was over there cutting up. TD. We talked about this now. We talked about Bam at defensive line. I know we were talking about it with KT Dub as well, but he's an offensive lineman as well as defensive lineman. Then we got Big Courtney coming in from, like I said, by way of Provine from Southwest Mississippi Community College. We got Big Ziggy, Xavier Davis, the big baby brother of Quay Davis, freshman All-American, coming in from Louisville, Texas. Caleb Bailey, all-district, coming out of Adams County, Natchez. Big-time pickup for us with Caleb. Offensive lineman Mason Barton, 6'6" kid coming out of he said Velma Jackson. I said 119. I ain't saying he was playing for Canton. I said he's from Canton. You know.
Hey, I actually stated that they want to make sure they get their Falcon in there. I stated that, but you was fussing at somebody.
119 ain't just Canton High School, y'all. It's Velma Jackson Falcons. Shout out to all them VJ Falcons out there. No disrespect. It's all love.
And that's what I was saying. We finally, I guess publicly rounded out Madison County for us having a player from each school on the team.
There you go.
You remember? Go ahead.
But keep going through the list. Offensive line Mason Barton from West Memphis, Arkansas. 6'6", big kid, man. Great build. Huge flip. 3-star offensive lineman. San Diego State commit. Louisville, Texas. Flipped to Jackson State, teammate of Ziggy, as well as Ethan Terrell, as well as previously Quay Davis, Louisville. Man, Louisville is deep in Jackson State, man, and I love that. Then we got Antonio Ross Jr., 3-star out of Hartfield, Brandon, Mississippi. Big time pickup for us. Local kid, man. Love it. Now, we do have some more commitments, but we're not going to talk about them until they make their own announcements. I actually cropped out some other names, but they haven't officially announced that they be a Jack State Tiger just yet. We got some more coming in the fold, and we have another 3 or 4 that are on official visits this weekend. So expect to see a few more commitments, but we kind of wanted to give an update since it's Friday. Let our hair down a little bit. Big pickup today. Also, offensive lineman Cameron Vaughn, 6'6", 318. Transferring in from Northwestern State, teammate of Jaden Ward. So to get 2 of them, we tried to get the third one, Nazir Sai. He was defensive lineman. Hey, Nazir, if you're watching, if you're out there, you still can come on Flip now. I know he committed to Samford, but we can still snatch him up if he want to be a Jack State Tiger. So last 2, Richard Mays Jr., big time pickup, local kid, 3-star, Ridgeland High School, committed to USM out of high school, went to Colin I said Colin University, Colin Junior College, community college. And like I said, by way of Ridgeland, big time pickup in the wide receiver room. And then last but not least, kicker, 5-star Jalen Payne, transferring from Independence. Yeah, Independence, community college, JUCO. And so this is what we have committed thus far. Now signing day is next week. Early signing day is next week. I think everybody on here is going to sign early, with the exception of maybe Devin Love. I think Devin's going to sign for National Signing Day in February. So we definitely want to keep him in the fold when it comes to that guy. That's Boykins. So let's move right into it, man. First up, Kobe Boykin, man. Big time pickup today, man. Huge pickup. Kobe Boykin. We had him on Tiger Talk today. Committed 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. He quoted on his commitment. A lot of people don't make it where I'm from, but I got it done, and I could be one of them ones to make a change and make history. Kobe Boykin on his decision to commit to Jackson State University. He was committed to Utah. He decommitted from Utah and reopened his recruitment. Had over 20 D1 offers, several Power 5 offers, Colorado included, Utah, you name it. He was in they had him on the list. So I'll shut up. So I'll let you go. Then TD, and we'll move from player to player.
Man, look, it's a huge get. Easily the highest rated recruit coming into the conference right now as it stands today. Heading to the first Saturday next week, and unless somebody could shake a tree and drop a top 15 player, probably going to end up looking like it's going to be the highest rated recruit coming into the SWAC this season. Kid is a dog, man, and like I said, it has tons of Power 5 offers, and to put it in context, when it comes to Kobe Boykin, he's the 15th rated athlete in the country.
Wow.
15th rated athlete in the country. Matter of fact, so much so that if you actually go on Rivals and look who's ranked ahead of him or even under him, no other FCS is even listed. Not a single FCS school is listed. And again, this is a new norm for us now. So you're talking about Jack State alongside the Alabamas, Penn State. This kid actually went on a visit to Penn State, went on a visit to Oregon, went on a visit to Utah, the former Utah commit. All of his visits were to Power 5 programs. And yet he chose to come to JSU. And it says a lot, man. We got to give a big, huge shout out, man, to Coach Morton, Coach T.C. Taylor, and Coach Otis, man. As we all heard the whole news about, we did what we did because Deion Sanders was here. Deion Sanders is gone now, and everything that we know about Jack State is going to reverberate to back to what they perceive what it will be. And T.C. Taylor is keeping momentum to let you know that this is the new JSU. Because last time I checked, man, we signed 2 4-stars last year. We signed some 4-stars this year. So, Ken, do you understand that it's safe to say that we've signed a 4-star recruit for the 4th recruiting period in a row? No other FCS school can lay claim to that. We've signed a 4-star in 4 straight recruiting classes, man. 2 with Deion Sanders, 2 without him. I mean, so that kills the thing about, that Deion Sanders is the reason why we're able to do it. So, again, huge gift for us, and his skill set, again, 50 offers that we want to run. He's a dog, and he has a dog mentality, man. So this is a huge monumental signing, commitment, for Jackson University. Also, to your point, Ken, that you mentioned a while back, another West Coast kid. And I got to put that in context because literally the season before Deion Sanders came here, Ken and myself had a huge powwow of why no HBCU recruits the West Coast.
Well, one HBCU that did recruit the West was Grambling. I do want to make sure they were the outlier. They have a heavy footprint on the West Coast, but not like what we were doing over the past few years. Go ahead, bro.
And so just to know that we went from not recruiting the West Coast at all to now we're signing not only one of the best players in the state of California as well as the state of Florida. one of the best players in all in the country, in the land, and he chose. Because mind you, he has offers from all these Power 5 schools right now. This is not some sham or some things were pulled away from him or he got in trouble. None of that. He's actively open.
Ain't no grades either. Don't try to use that.
He's actively open with recruiting offers from Power 5 program, and he chose to come down on Lynn Street and go to the Jackson University.
TD, what you got, baby?
Yeah, first of all, I respect the young man for being himself. I respect the conversation. I respect the way he carried himself. I respect the way that he listened to his family, had the support of his family in what he chose to do. So, with that being said, just listening to what he had to say, it was an open, thoughtful decision to come to a HBCU. One of the things he kept saying in the interview was about coming to a HBCU and playing there and giving support from his rating. Apparently, everything that you guys have stated about him, or everybody already know, he's a tremendous athlete. I'm glad that the coaches did a superb job in recruiting him, and he decided to come to the Jackson State University. I'm looking forward to getting him here, see what he can do on the field. That same production, that he had in high school. So, so for us. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the young man can do. I'm pretty excited. And again, most of all, I respect his as well as his talent. I respect his brain, his thoughtful decision, and the way he spoke, because he's very well spoken. So happy with that.
Hey, I see somebody just joined us. What's up, Isaiah? Hey, man, go on. I told us we see one of our official visits that's tuned in today, Isaiah Villanueva, man. Hopefully you're enjoying your stay in Jackson. Stay a while. Go ahead and pack a spin. We call it a spin a night bag. And then send for the rest of your clothes, man. We'll keep you in town, man. Hopefully you're enjoying your stay thus far. I know you got a chance to meet the Corey C in interview on Tiger Talk. Looking forward to hearing what you had to say, and didn't get a chance to meet you, but
he had a lot to say.
He had a lot to say, TD.
Yeah, a lot to say, and the biggest thing that he was dwelling on was his pondering about making a decision. And so he's in constantly prayer, because he's a very religious young man, as he say on the interview. Okay. And he said he was excited about coming here. He actually really liked it.
Good deal, man. Great opportunity. Appreciate you for tuning in. But we'll keep it rolling. You guys, the link is actually open, man. Y'all asked for the link. I dropped it. So we're gonna move along.
Hey, before y'all go further, I gotta say it, man.
Let's go.
We got love family. Who got it better than that? Nobody. Nobody.
Absolutely, man. Let's move on to the next commit. Today had another big time commit. Cam Boyin, big offensive lineman, Northwestern State D1 transfer, 6'6", 307. Man, adding more beef to that line, man. That offensive line, shout out to Coach J.O. Shout out to Coach Brandon Morton and the staff, Coach Lorenzo Quinn. Just that all the coaches are doing a fantastic job of recruiting the room and recruiting the needs that they have. Without question, man. This was a fun interview, man. I had a chance to interview Cam. He was eating that cheese, TD. And
oh, this is a cheese guy.
Oh, that's cheese. It's Cam, man.
Oh, hey, that guy is fun, man. That dude loves
it. A lot of fun, a lot of energy, man. What's going on, bro? What's happening with you?
What's happening with you, man?
Hopefully you ain't delayed, man.
So yeah, man. Yeah, that guy.
Can you hear me? Good. It's been a while, man. I've been in the comments. I've been viewing, man.
Yeah. You gotta
turn your volume down. Turn your volume down.
Yeah, we gotta keep rolling, bro. That's a little too. You gotta get that connection right, bro. I love to have you up, but you can't hear yourself and watch it. You kind of got to commit to it. You know what I mean? But yeah, Cam Vaughn, man, 6'6". He said he liked to play. He said he's tackled by nature, though. He had 19 D1 offers. He committed to D.I. Love Jack State. Before we go any further, Nick, what you got, brother? Welcome to the stream, Nick. What you got? Nicholas Malachi, you what you got, baby? You on mute? What's up?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to turn the other stream off. What I got, happy, very excited, happy for what I seen. All the O-line. I didn't know it was that many O-line. I'm like, damn, they getting ready to play some bully football next year.
Yeah.
Let's count them out.
They getting ready to bully some people.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 offensive linemen. If Mr. Villanueva commits, that'll be 10. Maybe there's some other offers out there that we may not be aware if they've committed or not. But I do want to make notice of this. This is something I do want to make mention to, Nick. Of the 9 that you see on the list, 7 of them are high school, and then you have 1 JUCO, 1 D1 transfer. We bring back 60% of our line. If no one else hit the portal, it would have been 80%. But Evan Henry, our starting center, he entered the portal. I'm not sure if he returns or not, but we got to keep rolling, you know. So 9 offensive linemen thus far. Keep going, brother. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you good. It's your stream. So what I seen from it and stuff, you said 7 kids from the high school, right?
Yep, the top 7.
O-line.
Yep, if you start at the top, the last one, Antonio Ross Jr., every one of those are high schoolers.
That's great though, because that just mean that, you know, have time to develop them and actually make them better.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, I'm just the Kobe Boyin kid. I actually seen that coming because I was looking on YouTube at one of the interviews and stuff, and for how he was talking, I said, yeah, he gonna commit to Jackson State. I said, JSU got him one.
Yeah. No. Sweetheart, son. No, I'm sorry. Courtney is in the mix of that. It's not all the way in order. I thought Courtney was at the bottom. My mistake. Not the top 7. It's 7 high schoolers, 1 JUCO, one portal. Courtney Lyles is the JUCO, and Cam Vaughn is the portal. I thought I had it in order, but I'm thinking about my list. So yeah, they were going off what I said and one part of what I said and not the other part. What I said was 7 high school, 1 JUCO, 1 portal. That's 9 total. Keep going.
Yeah, but when I seen this and stuff, I said, I smell a 1,000-yard rusher. That's the first thing that came out. I said, I smell a 1,000-yard rusher. And whoever was the backup running back and stuff, I said, I smell 600 to 700 yards rushing.
So one thing I do want to add to this, so to add a little bit more context, we have probably 5 offensive linemen that didn't hit the field that were underclassmen that redshirted. Yep. So you're building a program. You're gonna elevate. Some of them are gonna elevate into that role. Quay Davis cracked the lineup, but now you're gonna see DeQuarius White, you know, maybe Jackson King, Success Chikizi.
I know about DeQuarius White and stuff. I seen his film stuff. He played nasty. Yeah. So my point is that you got a nice slew with the mix of those that, you know, still got Kurt Ford, still got Quay Davis, you still got who am I thinking about? All the rest of them that are on the team. I'm gonna try to name everybody, but want to keep rolling. But you add Cam Vaughn, like I said, big time. He's a plug and play, in my opinion. But everybody got to go put that work in. We don't know, no starters right now. We just gotta. You go to camp, you see what happens. You know what I mean? You go put that work in. They made the best man win, and you go from there. You know what I mean? So I think it was very obvious what the coaches wanted to do. They wanted to get bigger up front. They wanted to get more physical. They wanted to get and I love the build because you're talking. I got some of the heights. We'll go through them as we get through, but you start right here 6'6". You know what I mean? 6'6", and that's the average height 6'5", 6'6" of all the offensive linemen that we got coming in. Yeah, I seen that and stuff. I was like, okay, so they get him. They getting well. Y'all was already big up front, but the thing is, y'all are keeping it consistent. Y'all actually recruiting. Y'all know what y'all want and stuff. Y'all not going below 6'4". Y'all keeping 6'5" and above for O linemen, and around 300. I would say around 300, above 300 pounds.
We got a couple of them that's 6'3", and we'll touch on that. That's we're gonna keep it moving, and then we'll get to some of the rest of them. And there is no particular order of the players. We just want to touch on every player that we did sign. Linebacker room was a very important room, still is. We got quite a few offers at linebacker out there, but thus far, one to have committed. I mean, really excited about this young man, 6'2", 220, transferring from Northwestern, another Northwestern kid coming in. Jaden Ward, projects to be, I mean, you can see, I've seen him play. He played Mike and Will in his film. I mean, kind of, if I had to pick a player, a comp for those who may not know what he plays like, if you haven't seen his film, I hate to do this, but I see a lot of Keontae Hampton. If you go back to his film and just the way he plays, fast linebacker, great tackler. Is he Keontae? No. Could be better, could not be. I don't know. I'm just saying, when you look at the film kind of jumps out there, but definitely had a need at linebacker with KJ Arrington as well as Isaac Peppers exiting the room, Jackson Berry hitting the portal, Jamal McNeil hitting the portal. You know, we gotta fill that linebacker room up, and Jaden Ward being first on the list to come in 1 year, upperclassman, a lot of game experience, Wallace, Texas. TD, what you got?
I'm glad to see they decide to grab at least one linebacker. I think there's a few more out there that want to come on this way. So, you know, interviewing him, he seemed to be very mature as well. Seemed to know what he wants. And when we asked him, you know, saying what he like, what position he like to play, man, I think he said he like that Mike position and he want to hit.
Yep.
So we signed him right there when he said he want to hit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, he was a impressive young man, pretty mature.
Will we be signing more D linemen? Just asking.
Well, we got a ton of D linemen that we got a ton of offers out there. You can only sign who commits. You also got to keep it look at who we still got in the room. We haven't lost a lot of D linemen. We lost one to retirement, which is Juice. You lose. Who did we lose on the D line? Big man.
What about both the starting D tackles? Are they still there or are they gone?
Still there.
They still there?
No one in the portal. I mean, Devontae Davis still with us. You still got Tyus Martin. You still got True Thompson.
That's it.
Yeah. We'll get through that. Any thoughts on Jaden Ward?
So looking at film on him stuff, just like y'all said, speed. The first thing that popped off mind when I seen him stuff, I said speed.
Speed, absolutely.
He actually wrap up, so he ain't gonna miss a tackle in the backfield. He's not.
He's a great tackler. What we've seen.
Great tackler. His instincts are there. I would say I just want to know what the linebacker room is gonna. My biggest thing for JSU is defensive side of the ball. Is linebacker play and DN play. I'm not worried about the D tackles. The D tackles they showed out this year. they showed out. I wasn't worried about them. And the secondary for the most part of stuff, the most interceptions. If I'm wrong, people can quote me. Most interceptions in the nation. If I'm wrong,
that's correct. Number one in the nation, the FCS 17. I think we finished with
17. Let's go. Let's go for 21 next year.
And the D line needs some depth, though, man. There were times it needed a little more push too. You know,
you got to keep in mind, TD, with the D line, you got Stanley Cook's going to be available. He's going to be eligible this year. I mean, he didn't play last year. We still 3 deep at the D line, but I feel you though.
Yeah, you got.
I just want to see my DNs get home more. That's all I want to see. I want to see the DNs get home. I want to see JSU force the other side of the ball to get so many holding calls. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, and no. Deontay hadn't hit the portal, by the way. We only have 5 kids hit the portal thus far. I know folks wanted to exit. Evan Henry, Hunter Burns, Grayson Thompson, Jackson Berry, Jermaine McNeil, and I think that's it. That's the only ones that hit the portal. Duke Miller, so we had 6. But yeah, and we'll get through the rest of these kids, and we still got some offers out there. Like I said, we're only talking about those who have announced that they're committed. I think we got some solid commits, but we won't break that news. We'll let them do it for them. And when they do commit, we'll have another update. Obviously, we're going to do this again on next Wednesday because next Wednesday will be the signing day. Like I said, a commitment is cool, but we got to get that paperwork on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
That's what really matters. Or Thursday or Friday, whatever. We got to get that paperwork in.
Also, did you get that information I sent to you?
Yep, but I won't touch on it right now because we got a lot to cover. I got all that and I passed it along. Yeah, it's a lot. But moving to the next player, we got Kazarius Bowie. To your point, defensive lineman, more depth right here. Great kid, great stats. Brandon High School, by way of Mississippi Gulf Coast, 6'1", 290. From his stats, I mean, have you seen the film on him? I mean, he got great film. I liked him I like him a lot actually. Stats: 45 tackles, in 10 games, he had 6 sacks, 9 tackles for loss, 12 QB hurry. So add more depth, just like he stated. The coaches addressed that obviously, and said that's correct. JSU and Morehead State finished 17 interceptions in the regular season. Now Furman 18, North Dakota State 21 because they're playing in the postseason. Okay, good call out, Blue. So Kazarius Bowie, Mississippi Gulf Coast by way of Brandon High School. Any thoughts on it? Like, is that a chainsaw? Oh, you got a chainsaw.
I was looking at that.
Nasty, man. He got a great film though, man. Another run stopper, plug up the middle. Kind of remind you, who you give me a mind frame of? Same type bill, True Thompson. So you had another 6'1", 290, close to 300-pound plug in the middle of the defense. So another added depth at the defensive line, which he's gonna push for minutes. So those who play the best will be the ones that get on the field. Period. Point blank.
That's how you guard the yard with a chainsaw.
So any other thoughts on Brother Bowie?
I watched film on him and stuff. He moved faster than what people actually think. He moves faster because I didn't even think he was gonna be as fast when I first seen him and stuff. But hey, don't judge a book by its cover. He plays low. That's something that I have noticed. Some people, and that's the biggest thing. Some D linemen, well, a lot of them, they do play high when they should be playing low. So great center of gravity. And his stats do speak for itself. So I feel like it's a good pickup in my opinion.
Blue said UCLA had kids taking pictures with a bazooka last year. Damn, that might have been why they were stealing. And let me leave that alone. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna leave that alone. Let me leave that alone, bro. Sorry about that. My bad. I did it just a bazooka. Damn. Any thoughts, TD, on Brother Kazarius Bowie? Great film.
I mean, no. I mean, he fit the bill definitely for a nose tackle and with size. That to plug up the middle where a good strong linebacker could come in and plug. So yeah.
Great freaking comparison, bro. Yep. If you watch his film, he definitely puts you in the mind frame of Dumas. Jason Dumas. Now, I ain't gonna put that pressure on. Well, you know what? Be better than Dumas. How about that?
He finished at Southern, didn't he?
Dumas finished at Southern. Yeah. That's right. So yeah, man. As long as we ain't hanging belts on car. Hey, man, we welcome our brother Kazarius Bowie, defensive lineman. Let's move on to the next one. Hey, Trent, we talked about edge rushers, man. You talked about edge rushers. Joshua Nobles hit the portal, Eastside High School out of Camden, New Jersey, by way of Western Michigan. Watch. I mean, he looked like he got a high motor. We got to see him. In play 6'3", 255, coming off the edge, good build. I want to say he was a 3-star coming out of high school. And
first thing that stands out, measurables.
Yep. I mean, from the film that I've seen, he's got a solid motor, man. I like this is what I like. We all know we gotta be better off the edge. We gotta get a pass rush. We gotta have, you know, hair on fire coming off that ball, man, and create some anxiety for some quarterbacks. And I think that's what the coaches are definitely doing. We didn't see a lot of with him. Didn't see a lot of. He just kind of popped up to me. I didn't see him on Twitter or anything like that. I went and followed him after he committed. So love the addition though. Another big body coming out the edge with size and speed and bad intentions, man. So this addresses definitely addresses a need for us. And we still have Phillip Well, Tonio Doyle, still got who is that? Athen Smith, Braxton Barney.
Braxton Barney.
Yeah, absolutely. Braxton Barney got to be ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? I know he had a year to sit. He had a year to red shirt, get stronger, get faster, get in that playbook, be ready to play. So you bring in another. He has 2 years of eligibility according to his transfer portal announcement. So you get a kid. You bring in you got high schoolers. You got a couple of mid-year kids, and then you got the depth that you already had. So great pickup in my opinion. What's the plan? I hope they do. Listen, I'm gonna put this out there. Move Tonio Doyle to middle linebacker. Move Deuce to middle linebacker. I know we talked about it, but those that don't know that Antonio Doyle was a 4-star linebacker. He wasn't an edge rusher. He moved to edge at Texas A&M. Antonio Doyle was a linebacker in high school. Move him to linebacker, coach. You know what I'm saying? Move him to linebacker. I love it. I love it.
Might not be a bad idea.
Put more speed on the linebacker side, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, I don't even look at the speed aspect of it. I look at it just being a more of a surefire tackler and just, you know,
man, got that muscle in the middle, man.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, Doyle definitely have the attitude in the build for that middle linebacker, and that's something that we spoke of, I think, 3/4 of the way of the season. And that's something that I know that he's pretty interested in, you know, doing himself. I mean, he even admitted.
I bet I do.
And then once he get to you, he definitely gonna make you feel him. Far as the thing that you were saying about the edge rusher Ken and getting more play from the edge rush, that also kind of plays a hand in the middle of the field too. We know we're having bigger defensive linemen who's able to get pushed, because what happens is you don't have that defensive lineman getting no push in the middle. Then that allows the offensive guard, along with the running back and the fullback, to help pick up and work on those edge players. So you need some push up the front too. So that's why I was saying, hey, you know, even bigger guys in the middle, that would allow, because you get an edge rusher one-on-one a lot of time with a tackle. I mean, that'll be a good fight, you know. But then you got a running back chipping him or something like that. It's a little hard to get the or guard to be able to help out. So
good point. Great point, actually. Love it. Nick, you got anything before we move on?
I would say, to be honest, I haven't watched film on him yet and stuff, so I'll have to look at it and stuff.
No worries. We'll move right along. Next up, Richard Mays, 3-star wide receiver, JUCO transfer. Shout out to my brother Jonathan Dobbins, light on. Love the work that he does. Barred one of his photos to add with that. 6'1", 200. Great interview, man. Great football mind. Man, just a funny kid, man. Local kid. He's home. I think Richard's going to be an amazing addition to the wide receiver room. You lose a Duke Miller, you bring in a Richard Mays, you keep rolling. I love the recruitment of the top talent in the greater Metro Jackson area. That says a lot. I absolutely feel like it's hard. KT Dub and I was talking about this. It's hard to duplicate that Jackson and that Mississippi pride, man. That's something you can't really. Not to say, you know, you can't develop that if you're not from the place, but it matters when if you've been in other places and you tried other things, and some kids just want to come home and you get an opportunity. And Jack State got much greater facilities than we had an interview. I'm not gonna mention his name, but at one point in time, he was at where we were being recruited by Jack State, came and our facilities went up to par. But now you go see those, and you might see a familiar name pop up in the commitment on the commitment schedule. So on the commitment list. So Richard Mays, big body. What did he say, TD? Comp. Did he say AJ Brown?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Said AJ Brown, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said he said he don't run a 40, but he run past everybody though. He got the fastest. What you got, Zoe?
He ain't like that comp.
Nah, I don't see the comp.
I'm talking about what he said. I'm
gonna tell you who. It's not gonna wow a lot of people, but if you go look at his college career and his build, Mississippi State had a player named Chad Bumpers. That's who he reminds you of. Good, solid college career, balled out at Mississippi State. 6'3", 200. He's solid. Pause.
For those that don't, for those who don't know who that player is there another player, maybe a pro comp that you see?
Anytime Bowden used to play for Arizona.
Ooh, Anquan Bowden.
You know what? I can see that.
Okay, TD, I like that. Physical.
I can see that. But you know what? Here's the thing, though. See, I was going by measurables. But see, I'm gonna tell you who his game is like.
Tupelo was a dog. Kobe, come on up, Kobe.
I'm telling you, Chad Bumpers the dog. But I'm gonna tell you who May's game is like, and this is why I said it because of his his stature. Wow. May's game. This is not hyperbole. This is straight up. His game is like Hines Ward. That's what his game. A very physical run blocking receiver.
I like it.
That's what he is. Can catch it. He's not. He's street fast.
His favorite route is a slant. I just want to throw that in there. Keep going, man.
Look. He's not a super streaky fast player, but he's football fast. I'm telling you. But he'll stick his nose in there. He will block.
Dez Bryant. Okay.
No. That is Bowden.
No.
Hey, Blue hit it on the head. Yeah, right there. Same measurements, pretty much.
Well, you know, he just a junior in college right now, so he got time to pick that weight up. You know what I'm saying? 220.
What I also take from Richard was his, besides being he's a leader. He's passionate about what he's doing. He's passionate about being home. So I think that he always said he's going to push that wide receiver room. So he said, if you want to play, you know, he said he's not running down or bagging down from anybody. So he'll lace them up. He'll race anybody. So he said, if you want to smoke, then bring it. So he's a fiery guy. So he's pretty excited about what he's doing. And he's pretty excited about their room. So I think he's going to take it to another level. You know, he's already ready. You want to go catch and play ball every day, you know, according to him. So I like his leadership skills.
Good stuff. Nick, you got anything?
Looking at him and stuff, I do see a little bit of the Dez Bryant comparison because I did watch his film. He does love that slant. He is very physical. Doesn't drop a lot of passes, so that easy 10-yard or that easy 5-yard sit down and stuff when we need it, it's gonna be there.
Yep.
So it ain't gonna be none that it hit my hands, it's out. Okay, we got to punt. 4th and 5, we got to punt. Nah, he's gonna be a pretty good third down receiver.
He actually reminds me a lot of Isaiah Spencer. Actually,
someone said that. Yep.
Yeah, he you know just physical. You know what I'm saying? You not the exact same style of play, but I like big physical receivers. You know what? We did leave out Antonio Gayton. I didn't. I told Corey, but somebody we were gonna forget. We'll catch him next. It was driving me crazy, man. I said we forgetting somebody, bro. I knew we were forgetting somebody. But we'll definitely cover Antonio the next. Matter of fact, I'll pull him up and then I'll do it separately. So thank you, All Black. Yep. I says, watch, we're gonna go through this thing and it's gonna be somebody else we didn't forget. It just goes to show you. But let me just touch on him while we at it right now. Antonio Gay, another just a slot nightmare for a defense. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I think he's a great addition. He was supposed to join us last year, but he's joining us this year. And I mean, I couldn't be more ecstatic than to have him. Let me pull up his stuff real quick, and we'll go from there. Let me go to his Twitter. There we go. Apologize about that, Antonio. Still got that same profile photo from year 5'10", 150. I mean, he's gonna be a dog, man. I'm telling you, bro. And he's ready to join us, man. So excited about him joining us. Give me just a second. I'm actually gonna upload it. I'm not gonna cheat him out of his moment, because I want to make sure we cover him as well. So thank you, All Black, for adding him on there. Let me go ahead and let me augment what we're doing, and then we'll touch on him. Have you anybody had a chance to? I mean, I've seen Antonio Gaten film since last year. You know what I mean? But he's a burner, man.
that's putting it lightly.
He's a burner.
I tell you what, Ken. When you talk about, we talk about, speed. Now you're talking about, having the 7 McGee, a healthy 7 McGee in the slot, fully refreshed, with not having to deal with an injury. You're talking about having a Kobe Boykin who runs a 4.3. Say 7 with a 4.4. Antonio Gaten who runs a 4.3. I mean, it's safe to say we'll have the fastest wide receiver room in this conference. But when you're able to have the ability to have those types of playmakers all in the field at the same time, man, that's going to be huge.
I ain't gonna say the fastest just yet. I ain't gonna put that on them. They're gonna be fast, but I ain't gonna say the fastest in the conference. We definitely got faster. Somebody said Jacoby Barnes. Nah, no, I gotta confirm that, man. Anything that happened earlier, I have to confirm that list because it changes a good little bit. So I do know that Antonio, he actually definitely will be enrolling in January. I got to confirm about the other ones as well. So, but we're gonna do a full show on the next one, and I'm not gonna add anybody else to the list, but I do know Antonio Gaten was one of them. Like I said, slot nightmare, Harvey, Louisiana. Looking forward to him joining the fray. Anybody got anything on him before we move on? All right, let me move this out the way and let's keep rolling, man. Kobe, you can come up if you like, brother. Next up, Jaden Payne. We talked about Jaden. We had him. He did his first. He was the first commitment to. What's up with Rico? Man, we can't speak on that, man. I don't know. You gotta ask Coach TC. We get him on the interview and we ask him. We'll see what he say. He's not in the portal, so we don't. We got nothing but love for Rico. Obviously he was dealing with some he had to get healthy, so he'll be back if all is well and everything goes from there. So if a player's not in the portal, then they still with the team in our estimation. The exacts, time frame, all that type stuff, that's stuff that the coaches would have to, because we know a few things, we don't know everything though. But Jaden Payne, 5-star punter, Independence Community College. We did do a show on him. Anybody got anything real quick on Jaden before we go? A great addition to Matt Noel. Add another punter in the room. Matt went down last year, so it's an insurance policy right here, man. You may see him kicking along with Matt. So thoughts on Jaden before we keep rolling?
Is that the gentleman that went live with his father?
Yep, that's him.
Oh yeah, good deal. Yeah.
Yeah, we touched on Jalen. For the sake of time, we'll keep rolling to the next one. All right, man. Brian Bam Williams, man. Creekside High School. Actually, the photo to the left, you got Coach J.O., you got Big Brian Bam, and you got Travis Terrell Jr. So 6'3", 308. This is what I was talking about, Nick, when I said some of the offensive linemen are going to be, they won't be 6'5", but Bam is one of those. 6'3", 308, great size, but he's also a pretty damn good defensive lineman. So he did really well, you know what I'm saying, that defensive line, bro, in that game. So thoughts on Big Bam, man. He's a Got some great offers. I mean, great build. I think he's a great addition to the O-line room, man. Got some nasty to him. I like it.
Yeah. I actually did watch film on him and stuff. He is nasty. Would you move him to D tackle?
Nose tackle. Nose tackle.
Nose tackle.
Yes, sir. You took the thought out of my head.
Hey, he has good size to play D tackle and stuff, and he's the right size for a D tackle. 6'3", 308. It isn't like he's 6'3", 345. He's 308, so which that tells me he can move.
That gentleman 6'3".
Yeah, he's 6'3".
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 6'4". You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He looks 6'5" in pads. I can tell you that much, but he's a big boy, man.
And look, he look like Larry Little to me. He belong right beside the center. Right beside the center.
Hey, Bam is that man. You can play Bam like Refrigerator Perry, man. You can put him at the fullback on the goal line. He can move, man. I'm telling you, he got some good size to him. Now, listen, right now he was we've seen that happen before. We've seen a defensive lineman move to O-line, during to fill in for some attrition. So it's very likely, we pretty stacked at D line, but I like him in an interior guard.
Right beside the center.
That's what I like him, man. Interior offensive lineman. That's what I like him, man.
Right beside the center, man.
Big run blocker, man. Pass pro, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing coming up through that A gap. So that's what I like him, man.
Did we meet with him? Oh, he was already.
No, we didn't get a chance to interview him or Travis.
I'll tell you guys this too, man. Coming from the school that he comes from in Creekside, these guys actually tend to put a lot of good O linemen and D linemen to D1 programs, man. It's a very, very well-sounding, good football program that they come from, which, like I said, they just played in another 5A state championship last week again. So
they lost that game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was their second loss of the season. The only other loss they had was to Mater Dei, number one, out of California, obviously. But Brian Van Williams, offensive lineman, great addition, high school depth. And right next to him was Travis Terrell Jr., 3-star, big time pickup, man. We committed this week. Just a lot to say about Travis Terrell, man. He's an athlete, man. He's a running back. He's a wide receiver. He's a cornerback. He's a safety. He's a kick returner. He's a little bit of everything, man. But I think he's a weapon. And this is when we say the team got faster. Travis Terrell is one of those game breakers, in my opinion. It's going to be interesting to see how the coaches use Travis and which way they decide to use him, whether it be on offense or defense.
I mean,
I think he's going to play offense.
I was going to say, and man, the offense he got, man, Charlotte, UConn, Georgia Southern, James Madison, Marshall, excuse me, Memphis, Middle Tennessee State, Toledo, UAB, Central Florida, South Florida, West Kentucky. He holds some really, really good offers, man. But the kid is a dog again. One of the best players on that Creekside team. And so again, put up some good numbers, man. And he actually has the frame to put on more weight. I mean, this kid can actually run the gamut, even for Jackson State of playing. Besides just playing corner, he can play all DB positions and probably even more so to be an outside linebacker. He has the frame for it.
He ain't playing no outside linebackers though.
Just ain't got the frame for
it. What's his height and weight?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too.
Travis Terrell, I want to say, let's pull it up. Let me see.
He's 6 feet. He's 6 feet. I say 6 feet right now, 170.
6 foot. I'm looking at film at him and stuff. Fast, explosive. And I would love to see him and another running back in the backfield, two backs in the backfield, and him coming out on a swing route.
And the reason why I say that is because he puts you in the mind for Tim Stewart. And Tim Stewart, if I don't know if you ever
got no weight though, he gonna need about 30, 40 more pounds, bro.
Tim Stewart wasn't that side when he got to college either.
Tim was yoked though, man. Yeah.
I'm not tripping. You say yoked. Look at the picture. Look at the
outside
picture.
linebacker, bro.
All right.
Nah,
hey, one thing Nicholas said that I was thinking, fellas, with all the athletes with no particular position, I'm just kind of laughing at myself, but man, you put one on each side, man, let them run an X and see who can keep up. Just let it.
Yeah, I'm just it's so all this speed.
Just let them go.
All this speed. I'm like, it's endless possibilities. It's like your playbook just been opened up even more now.
That's why coaches recruit athletes, man. You can move them to different positions. The reason I say that is because he's 5'10", 165, man. Yeah, that kid is you put him at cornerback. Now you got a fast cornerback, a cornerback that can keep up with speed. He's got good hands, but I think he's going to play offense, in my opinion. I think he's coming in. He's going to, potentially be running back, honestly. But you can play him at DB. You can play him in different positions, but it's gonna be determined based off how the coaches choose to use him. I like him. He's a weapon. Like I said, I think we're gonna see a much better combination this season at kick returns and punt return. We got to get faster there. We were talking about having another Warren Newman style player, a little taller than Warren, but put you in the mind frame of a player like that.
Hey Ken, with the way the game is going with receivers, I think 5'10" is gonna be pushing it. It's gonna be the minimum now for corners.
Yeah. Well, you still got some big time corners. Even in the pros, though, man, you had imagine if a guy like Quay got his hands on him.
You see, right?
Hey, do y'all know Tim Stewart height and weight right now? Right now, today?
No, he was 5'11".
No, Tim Stewart right now. Tim Stewart is 5'9", 190.
Now. Yeah,
he's 5'9", 190. He's a senior in college. 5'9", 190.
You gonna be on that hill by yourself, bro. I'm with you, but
he's 5'9", 190.
That man ain't playing linebacker, bro.
I didn't say he was. I said he can.
I don't know he can't.
Okay.
I feel you though. He can play whatever. I get you in that, but no, that's kind of pushing it. I safety, DB, nickel. I ain't even touching linebacker. I don't. Anyway, I don't. We got to get bigger at linebacker. That's why I'm saying I need bigger linebackers, bro. That's my opinion. I need to see 225, 235, 240. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I like big linebackers. K5 still, yes. Everybody that if they didn't graduate and leave, they on the team. If you ain't seen them in the portal, nobody's gone. So that's the answer to every question, every coach. Only coach that's left that gone was the wide receiver coach is gone, and you have Quinn Billerman is at Austin P now as a co-offensive coordinator / quarterbacks coach. Quinn Billerman was the quarterbacks coach for us last year / pass game coordinator. Outside of that, trust me, you would know if they left because the internet would be talking. Y'all know if one player leaves Jackson State, that everybody and their mama gonna be talking about it. So if you ain't saw that, then they still in Jackson. So let's move on to the next player. KJ Chisholm. Now, this is an interesting kid, man. Like I said, cousin Irv, and great film. He's actually he's a DB / wide receiver. Now, that's the question. Do you play him at wide receiver? Do you play him at cornerback? He could be both, honestly. It comes down to who recruited him. I don't know which coach recruited him. We didn't get a chance to sit down. We got more kids coming in, guys. We got plenty of offers out there. There will be more commitments probably tomorrow or Friday or all the way through next week. So, but and there's some other players that actually committed that we're not gonna discuss because it's not announced publicly yet. So we'll wait to that. Let's see. Appreciate you, Jerome, for the membership, brother. Appreciate that. KJ Chisholm, I'm gonna get you his height and weight real quick, and then we'll go from there. So let's see. All right, there he is. 5'10. You're looking at 5'10, 160, 165. But when you go to his offers, though, man, this is what jumps out at you. I'm gonna just read you his offers. KJ Chisholm. North Carolina Central, Jackson State, Wofford, Citadel, Charleston Southern, South Carolina State, Old Dominion, Georgia State, Coastal Carolina, App State. And I'll stop right there. I want to say it was a 2-star, something to that effect.
Those some real good Group 5 school offers he had.
Yep.
Especially from App. You said Old Dominion?
Old Dominion was one. Yep.
What other ones?
All the ones I named. A lot of SWACs. I mean, so a lot of HBCU schools. Old Dominion, Georgia Southern, Georgia State, Coastal Carolina, Wofford, South Carolina State, Jackson State, North Carolina Central, to name a few. So, and of course, App State. So, great kid, man. I mean, another dog, man. Another kid that, great. I look at a good clay, man. You can bring him in, you can develop him at a wide receiver or DB. He comes from a great pedigree. Both his cousins are dogs, in my opinion. Earl Mulligan as well as Jaheim Hazel. And these are the types of kids that these Group of 5 or I would say top FCS programs get, mold them and develop them. And he's lightning fast. He's got speed. And you just see where you play him at. He's an athlete. Play both sides of the ball. Go ahead,
he plays like Hazel.
Okay.
Yeah, he plays like Hazel. So I think he'll be a pretty good DB.
Y'all get those likes up, man. Go ahead. Make sure you like the stream while you're watching it, man. Hit that like button for me. Yep, he is fast, man. 10 minutes down the street from Kobe. Kobe, Boulder came up. I wanted to get Kobe's thoughts on him. He didn't come up, though. But KJ Chisholm, another commitment for D.I. Love. Let's move right along. Tyson Burke, man, 6'3", 270. Kid out of offensive line, defensive line, Ridgeland High School, man. Good clay, man. Really good clay. He's actually he's all conference offensive lineman. Been to a lot of camps, man. I mean, he's a perfect size, in my opinion, when you take a kid in and you develop him, get him close to 300, interior offensive lineman. I mean, he could probably play multiple different spots on the line. You can try him out at center, maybe. But Tyson is a dog, man. He's a dog. He's one of those Mississippi all-star type kids, man. 2-star, under the radar, ready to come to college and just get better, man. So great pickup. He's been committed for quite some time. Love the Burke family. Is Jackson State, you know what I'm saying, legacy. And great pickup on the offensive line, man. And that's how it is when you get those true freshmen out of high school. You develop them. You got to develop O-linemen. And he's one that is going to be Coach J.O. I love to see how they put him on the strength and conditioning program, get him in and get him tougher, get him stronger. And I'm happy to see him go to Jack State route and not necessarily go to JUCO route. Thoughts?
I'll either move him to right guard or move him to center if he's able to put on 15 to 20 pounds.
Yeah, get him up to about 295. I like that.
I mean, at that height, he's not going to have many options but to play the center or the guard position because everybody else 6'5" and above. So, I'll probably put him in center. I mean, center or guard because with that side, he's probably be able to pull he'd probably be pretty quick, too.
Yep.
So he'll be able to pull. Mm-hmm.
That's why I said guard or center. Because something I noticed, I played tight end. I played tight end growing up and stuff, but also play O-line. But something that people underestimate is, having a center that's fast. And if you have seen the game and stuff, the evolution of the game, having a center that's, they can make all those calls and stuff, but having a center that can get to that second level real quick, it does tremendous. It does tremendous for your O line. So that's the reason why I said, right guard and center.
Good deal. Zoe, you got anything? I don't know if Zoe's still there, but yeah, but he's very familiar with Seisenberg. We actually talked about him when he first committed on one of the shows. Courtney Lyles, man, big Courtney. Courtney actually play all three positions, actually all five positions on the line. He can. He plays center, play guard and tackle. Southwest Mississippi Community College by way of Provine. Courtney, good size on Courtney, 6'5". Let me go to him real quick. I'll get you exact measurables. Like I said, I wasn't trying to get. Let's go to big Courtney real quick. Really good size, man. There we go. Hold on one second. Here you go, man. There we go. All right, let's see. 6'5", 310. Good size. Center guard tackle. Great pickup, great addition. Plug and play. Thoughts? I've seen his film. We discussed it when he first committed, but I'll let you guys touch on that before we move on.
Yeah, that's pretty big size for a center, man. You got him playing center. I want to see your guys in the tackle.
He can play center. That's what he's saying. Right. He can play guard. He can play. He plays mostly guard, but he can definitely play tackle as well. Like he said when we interviewed him, he play all of them, man. He can play everything. So he's kind of plug and play wherever the coaches want him to play. Wherever when you get new bodies in the room, you kind of got to mix it up, shuffle it up, and see what works best in accordance with what you already have. So you're trying to figure out where you play those guys. And Coach J.O. does a really good job of that. He move them around, try to see where they fit at the most and where they fit at the best. For folks that don't remember, Evan Henry was a right guard, well, for the most part last year. And then they moved him to center. And there it is, Jacktown Finest. There you go.
Didn't Evan play a little left tackle too when he first? That was his first position, wasn't it? Left tackle.
He didn't play at Jack State.
He did? Okay.
No, he didn't play at Jack State at all. He came in as a guard. And then along with Zach Bro was center. Zach Bro wound up hitting the portal. And then we moved Evan over to center. Did really well for us. Wish he would have stayed, but hey, decided to hit the portal. But any thoughts on Courtney Zoe before we go? Nick, anybody?
Welcome home, fella. Let's see what you can do.
Same with what he said. Welcome home.
Yeah, happy to have him back. Watch his film, man. Great film, great feet. I think he's very versatile, man. He's very versatile. It's good to have versatility on the offensive line. It's also good to have the guys that you only can play this role, but he definitely good size, man. Like I said, 6'5", 310. Great build. He's not a sloppy fat kid or anything like that. He's got a good physique and can move. So put him in a good strength and conditioning program. Now you got an even solid offensive lineman. So I think he could definitely come in and be a starter for us. Love it. Great pickup.
Ken, what the way recruiting and everything is going, when you look at that offensive line, the backfield, and the quarterback, man, it made me feel like I can be an OC, man. I mean, I was, man. I mean, with the talent that's there, man, goodness gracious.
Yeah. Got to put it together. Like Zoe said earlier. What'd you say, Zoe? You can sign everybody and their mama, but you got to play them and develop them and put them in the right position to be successful. So we ain't gonna oversell it. It's a great recruiting class, but we got to go put it together. We got to go put that work in and develop into the team that we need to become. Some more beef, man. If you look to the left, man, we'll get into him. To the right, though, Caleb Bailey, man. Another big kid, another offensive lineman coming in from from Natchez. 6'6", 340. 40 plus pancakes, man. 28 offers, 9D1. So another big time kid, all district, 6'6", 340. Like I said, good clay, man. Another big.
Which one is he, King?
He's number 77 over to the right. He the one in the middle. So if you go back, so 77 is in the middle. It's him to the right. 6'6", 340, man. Caleb Bailey, Natchez, Mississippi.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, glad to get him in. The other kid to the left is, I want to say
that's kid from Hartfield.
Antonio Ross Jr. Antonio Ross Jr. got mom and dad. Look how big he is, man. Antonio Ross, 6'6" shucks, man. I'm just saying, man, this dude's big, man. He lists himself as actually 6'5". He got 6'5", 330. But if you go back to this photo right here, is he's 6'5", he's 6'6". Give or take. He say 6'5", we say 6'5". 6'5", 330. 3-star kid. Just got a preferred walk-on opportunity for Ole Miss. A lot of those kids been on him, but you grab them, you take them, and it's gonna be fun, man, to go to practice and see these kids get developed, man. Y'all know how it is, bro. Shout out to everybody that participated in that O-line shoot purchase. Everything came in handy, man. It's gonna be a great addition. Some more big old boys, man. Big Clay, man. 3-star Hartfield Academy, Brandon High School. Happy to have him. Antonio Ross Jr. Thoughts, anybody?
You said Ole Miss wanted him?
Preferred walk-on. They offered him one.
Yeah, he's gonna be a steal.
Hey, Nicholas, guess what, man? Sometimes you hear the measurements of these guys, and you wonder how factual it is. We stood next to them. These guys are true to form.
Yeah, they offered Bailey one too. Caleb Bailey, they offered him a preferred walk-on. Ole Miss as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can tell that he's tall. Tell he a big kid. So kids like these, you got to be on the lookout for. You got to take care of them, man. I think when you see them get those PWOs, that's just those schools planting those seeds. We develop them, put them in their program, and they come out looking like a shiny new diamond, and here they gonna come, trying to get in their ear and poach them from us. So it's part of the game. You just got to go for it. Do the best you can to develop them and get out what you can, and then you build that relationship so they don't want to leave.
And you win.
You win, they stay. There they go. There he is. What's happening, big dog? What's up with you?
What's going on, bro?
Man, we in the middle of this thing, man. What's up with you?
What up, Cole?
Ain't nothing. Hey, man. I can't keep up with y'all, bro.
Man, listen, we can't keep up. Shucks, man. We had to really try to put it together and try to have some I did want to get your thoughts on KJ though. KJ Chisholm, Buford.
So yeah, because he about 30 minutes from where I live. So I heard a lot about him because barbershop talk, high school sports is really big around here. You hear about it. And like I heard he was a dog. I heard he had offers, but I did not know that y'all was recruiting him and y'all offer him. So how I found out, right? I ain't even found out on social media. I found out through like barbershop talk. I'm like, yeah, bro. Word on the street is, he done got offered from Jackson State. I'm like, Jackson State? I said, what Jackson State? Y'all Jacksonville State? You must have mean? Nah, they was like, nah, Jackson State. It was over there in Mississippi. I'm like, bro, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way them boys done been down here, man. But nah, y'all got a dog, bro. An absolute dog who can play both sides of the ball. I'll be honest with you. I don't know where you put him at. To be honest,
that was the thing. That's what I said.
Boy was racking up interceptions like crazy, but on offense, when he's just a playmaker, a dynamic playmaker. I don't know where you put him at, but I like him.
Yeah, he had he had a lot of good offers, man. Love the offers. It's kind of this where you see production over stars, man. You get a kid that got a bunch of stars and And you don't have all those stars, you know, maybe a 2-star, maybe. But the offers are there, the production is there, the work ethic is there, the skill set is there, the speed, all that good stuff. So great pickup for us, man.
Hey, Kobe, what you forgot to say was again, you know what I'm saying, as far as being over there picking up players.
Okay.
Again. We're gonna go ahead and set up camp, set up shop over there. You know what I'm saying? Set traps. So get used to us being there, bro. Appreciate you.
Y'all boys petty, man.
But corner, man, I think he'd be good at corner because he plays like Jaheim. He plays like his cousin, man. So he
has the nose for the football, man. That's why I like him at corner.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Plus, I mean, y'all got Kobe Boyin today. I mean, y'all seem like y'all got a lot of gadget guys on offense already. You know, so maybe defense might be the best lot for him.
Yeah, I like it. We'll see. Moving right along. Next up, Mason Barton, man, 6'6", 315, man. West Memphis, Arkansas, offensive lineman. Man, just love this kid's build, man. He's
look at that unit.
He's a big Joe, and he plays guard, by the way, just so y'all know that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's an interior guard. He's a 6'6" guard. Not to say he can't play tackle, but if you look at his film,
look at that unit. Whew, thing of beauty.
Yeah, he's an interior. He's a guard. So he's a big boy, man. Watch his film. A lot of pancakes. Got a mean streak. Pretty polished to be such a young kid, man. These are some of those the talented old linemen that kind of slip through the cracks. Some of these big schools, man, because they can't take all of them. And we can, if you recruit right, you can go get some really good talent from a high school standpoint and put them in your program and develop them up, man. So, Nick, you get a chance to watch Mason Barton's film?
No, not yet, but I'm gonna look into him.
Yeah, check him out, man. Great film. Anybody else?
I saw the film, the playoff game specifically. I don't know if they lost it, if that was his last game, but the way that boy was finishing blocks, man, was a thing of beauty. That stuck out. It stuck out on tape. I love it. That's something you don't teach. Like, that's just a desire to want to put that boy in the dirt every play, like that he had. You know, like, I love that mean streak.
Yep. Say Coach O is cooking. Coach J.O. Yeah, he rocking and rolling, man. He rocking and rolling. So Mason Barton, West Memphis, Arkansas. Big pickup for us. Now we go to Louisville, man. Louisville, Texas, man.
I watched film on him.
Devin Love, man. We start with Devin Love. You got Devin Love to the left, Ethan Terrell, Ziggy Davis. Devin commits 3-star San Diego State flip. Louisville, Texas, like I stated. Great pickup for him, man. Great kid, man. Great film, great feet. I mean, this was a dynamic pickup for us, man. So you absolutely know getting Ethan and having Quay and having Ziggy commit, it definitely played a factor in him wanting to be at Jackson State. So we look forward to that. He's a February. He's not an early signee, but he'll be signing in February. So we got to make sure we stay on that so we don't lose him. Don't expect to lose him, but you know how that goes. So you got 2 months for signing day. You got those that can try to creep in and try to, disrupt that. But love that. Thoughts? Zoe, you want to go first?
Nah, man, just pretty much stated it all, man. It's talking about San Diego State, who ironically was being recruited by the O-line coach from Colorado.
That's true.
And
head coach, actually.
O-line coach, too.
O-line coach went with him. That's correct. You're right. Absolutely right. That's absolutely
right. Knowing that, again, which, again, targeted by them. So, and we know how our previous head coach think we need, securing talent. So it speaks to, what they view of him as well. But, man, anytime you flipping another FBS kid to stick to on the FCS level, and, again, there's another kid that has great measurables. And I know we're not talking about him, but I got to highlight this because you look at that photo, you look at him, you look at Devin, look at Zig in that same photo. it almost looked like, I don't know if this angle funny, but Ziggy's taller and bigger. But Devin is the higher rated recruit. And he has good measurables, you know what I'm saying? And so the fact that you're talking about now having a quarterback as well as 3 O-linemen from the same school with the winning pedigree that they've had, that speaks to what we're doing as a staff. And we know what J.O. actually said about that O-line. They're a college. They're a D1 O-line in high school. I mean, they have it.
And they got a 5-star too, by the way. Yes. I don't know if y'all know that class of 2026 5-star.
And I tell you what else too, Ken. I mean, look at the success that they've had, and then just look at the 2 of them in that photo. How many high schools could say they have 2 bookends looking like that? And last time I checked, Ziggy didn't even play tackle. Ziggy was a guard.
Yeah, Devin 6'5", 315.
So just think, and their high schools on the same team. How many high schools got linemen looking like that? Multiple of them starting. So, damn good pickup for it.
T.
Nothing, man. Hey, I'm just excited to see him come in, man.
Kobe.
No, facts. I honestly love that y'all are getting this much offensive lineman, man. It's only going to make the competition that much better when everybody steps on the field. And, it's going to make them boys have to step their game up. And in the case of these 2, with that size, which is tremendous, by the way, man, imagine how much fun the strength and conditioning coach going to have, sculpting those bodies into what they can be. So,
Yep.
I just love it. I love these signings.
Nick, what you got, brother?
Yeah, so very excited that they got these commits, all 3 of them. So number 60, what I noticed, physical and fit, like 99.9% of his blocks he finished.
Yeah,
there's no he has what I call no mercy from the edge of the blade mentality. He finishes every block, and I'm like, this is gonna be like, I just can't wait to see the O-line next year. And then the other O-lineman, Quay Davis, brother and stuff, same thing with him. He finishes his blocks. Something I noticed from film though, if he missed someone that he was supposed to get, he go find somebody else. He don't just stand around. Somebody gonna get put on their ass. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So one thing I can say, Quay brother got, he has effort. Somebody gonna get put on their ass. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And we already talked about AJ Terrell, I think, last week and stuff. Very smart, very smart, and throws a lot of routes and stuff that people would take for granted. He's good at throwing a lot of routes that people take for granted. So
yeah. Next 2, like I said, Ethan Terrell, man, 3-star kid, 6'3", 180. Winning his quarterback, Louisville, Texas history, 31 wins. Kid been starting since he was a sophomore, man. That's something, man. You got that many game day reps. His dad compared him to Patrick Mahomes, bro.
Patrick Mahomes.
He definitely did. He was like, I said that. He said, "Listen, man, I know I ain't trying to put that type of pressure on my son, but this man, you getting a winner, man. This kid is different. You watch his film. You said something. He makes a lot of throws, man. That you just, but the future. You keep him in a Jackson State uniform. He's the future. And tell you now, man, he comes in. A lot of excitement behind Ethan Terrell, man. He's done it for quite a while on that level, but I love the fact that he wanted his big boys up in the front of him with him. You know what I'm saying? That there's going to be that camaraderie. And then here's the other thing. Imagine this. Imagine, a couple years from now, you have, we say we keep everybody in, everybody's healthy, everybody's playing, and you got, a good bulk of that Louisville line blocking for Ethan. That's special. That's a special thought. You don't get them just to develop them up for D1 to Power 5. We ain't looking to do that. You know what I'm saying? We try to develop them and keep them in the house, if we can. That's the goal. So Ethan Terrell, man, big time kid. I got a stat line for you guys, man, for Ethan, bro. And I don't know if you guys were aware of this, but I'm gonna share this with you real quick. So Ethan Terrell, before you go, TD. Where'd he go? I had it in my thing. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Let me go back to my notes, man. All right. Career total, man. 6,706 total yards, 85 touchdowns in his career. That's passing. He didn't even put down his rushing stats, but passing touchdown. That's 3 years. So you're talking almost what? A little over close to 30 per season, but that doesn't speak to what he did his sophomore year. So he had a great year, man. Great pickup, legacy kid. Grandfather played at Jackson State. Mom, sister, cousin, everybody. He said his whole family went to Jackson State, and Jackson State was definitely the go from the jump. So, and then you got Ziggy. Like I said, 6'5". I can give you Ziggy's information here, man. Well, let's go to Ziggy. I know he was 6'5". But just the size of him, man, is just these kids are big, man. These are some big kids, man, coming in. You're talking 6'5", 364. Quay Davis is 6'8". I see the parents, man. You got a 6'5" and a 6'8". You know what I'm saying? Oh, and I'm talking about these are some big kids, man. And Quay Davis, freshman All-American. So just imagine to come in, get an opportunity, they put their work in, and they earn their keep. So great day to have Lewis, the Lou to the Jack, man. I'll pause right there and let you guys jump in.
Hey, I think Ziggy is gonna come in and make a name for himself. One thing I like, each one of the brothers want to be their own person. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be, I think Quay said it best, where he really don't want to compare Ziggy as his little brother. He wanted him to have his own identity.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'd be good if we acknowledge him as that. Plus, I think he's gonna come in and take his name anyway. If he play anything like his brother does, and with the career that his brother had as a freshman, that was very impressive to me. I think he will establish himself and make a name for himself without it even being said. So, looking forward to it.
Yep.
Yeah, the potential of those two together, man, it's really exciting when you think about it, man. If these two are on the field at the same time, I mean, could you imagine what the chemistry is going to be like, right? Walking by your brother, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all in the trenches together, you got each other's back. That's a different type of mentality, man. When you in that game situation, you know what I'm saying? So me personally, I can't wait to see it. I think it's fun for the both of them, and you might even get a little Pouncy brother part 2. You know what I'm saying? At Jackson State, you might get that going. I like that. I like the idea of
it. hey, man. Ken, with these offensive linemen that we getting in established, man, did we ever get that store set up from Kroger's up in there? We ever get that?
Hey, look, hey, listen. The program is in place, and it ain't something we manage, so we just gonna trust that they got it done.
No, what I'm saying there, man, with the offensive line, boy, we're gonna need a Kroger's over there, boy. I'm telling you.
They gonna need one, bro. I'm trying to say, lot to eat, man. That's where that training table come into play, man. We're gonna feed them good, man. Make sure they eat good. Gotta be ready to. You gotta get them right, man. Gotta get them right. So, the Lou to the Jack, man. Let's move on. I love this photo though, man. This is one of the last photos I had, and then we'll touch on the last kid we got. But this is in conjunction with what we had. So you got 3 all committing. So JSU bringing in 3 again. Shout out to Jonathan from Light On. But this was a photo from yesterday, from their signing day. You got Devin Love, Ethan Terrell, Ziggy, and then you got Quay was there for it, and that's what we're talking about, man. Gotta love that, bro. Gotta love that. Shout out to Mom for the dope setup at the table, too, by the way. I love that little rug down there, that little tiger rug. Gotta give me one of them.
That is dope. I like how she did that.
Last but not least, man, Carson Day, safety. kick return specialist from Velma Jackson. Northeast Community College. And coming in at, just safety nickel, 2 years of eligibility, obviously. Tough kid, you know what I'm saying? Plays tough nose, gritty kid. If you watch this film, his coach spoke up for him, felt like he should have definitely had more D1 offers. Said the kid is a baller. And he said he's gonna prove a lot of people wrong, man. So he kind of come in. I like those kids coming in with that chip on their shoulder, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming in with an opportunity to earn his keep.
Yeah, from what I saw, kid, pretty sure tackler. He can be a thumper. However, he's pretty much he's more of a sure tackler than he is a thumper. Not saying that he doesn't hit. He hit pretty hard. But I'd rather go for that sure tackle, Kobe, than to have a thumper and you hit somebody and they keep bouncing.
Listen.
Oh,
my bad. Go ahead.
No. I mean, I'm good. I'm good. Sure tackle. I like the kid. I like him.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say you hit the nail straight on the head, man. A very short tackler, which is something you can't have enough of. You think back to last year, the Texas State game. You know how many times was tackles missed in the secondary that could have prevented, big plays. So you want guys like this. And I love this addition, man. Him being a short tackler alone is what sold me. And anytime you have a coach that comes to bat for you like that, when he speaks for one of his guys saying this is a kid who should have had multiple Division I offers and he's a dog. When you got a coach describe you like that, that's a guy that I want on my team. So yeah, I like this pickup.
And then even more, he's a smart tackler. He doesn't put himself in harm's way.
Mm-hmm.
He goes low. You know what I'm saying? He makes sure he sees what he's hitting. Right. This is from what I've seen from his highlight. He see what he's hitting, and he makes the tackle. Whether I'm gonna take your legs, your thighs, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be around that midsection to lower part area where you can't move, which will make him a pretty good sure tackler. So, like I said, not a thumper, but a sure tackler, and he keep your eyes on what he's hitting. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're hunting, you don't just shoot to be shooting. You make sure you got your eyes on what you're shooting at, and then you lock in on it and you hit it. So that's what I like about the young man.
Right. Plus, the big hits is nice. Don't get me wrong. It's box office, but tackles is what's important. Getting the man on the ground. You know what I'm saying? You can throw a big hit on somebody and they still be up and running. So the short tackling is all that really matters. The big thumping with it is just flash.
Right. So safety is a great spot for him because I think he's like what 5'10", right, kid?
Let me see. I don't want to say yet. I would say close to 5'10". Let me just check for sure. I have it right here still pulled up. Carson, let's see. There you go, Carson. They keep my big freaking fingers, man. Keep pushing the wrong damn plane. Let's see. I'm gonna probably have to Google him. It don't show on this page, but I'll tell you 1 second. Let me check him out. Let me search for him.
Hey, Kobe, I'm gonna ask you this while kids doing that, man. You guys have put a few players.
5'8", 180 TD.
Oh, he's 5'8"?
5'8", 180.
Yeah. Okay.
5'8", 5'9". Yeah.
But Kobe, I was gonna ask you, man. Do any of those guys come around much? Like from South Carolina State, they went to the league. Do they come around the program? Do they, support? Do they come home much?
So Darius Leonard comes around a lot. Jacoby Durant that's been around a few times, but they also busy now. I have yet to see Shaq. I saw Shaq once since he entered the draft. But yeah, like for the majority of it, yeah, a lot of them come back. Javon Hargrave comes back. A lot of those guys come back, man. Now I don't know how that's gonna be now that Pew's gone. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. We'll see. But yeah, they come around a pretty good amount.
I ask because I think that's important. Not only the school, but the college experience. Period. to show these kids that they can make it from anywhere if they put in the work, and do what they need to do and be very productive.
That is something that I wish we would showcase more. When we were recruiting kids. Fact of the matter is, when you lead HBCUs and active NFL players, that's something to flaunt. That's something to brag about. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we don't have the money and the facilities that everybody else has. So I feel like we can do a better job of that. But yeah, no, that they come around. They come around enough.
Right. Yeah. And that was the purpose of that question, saying to support. I mean, you have to use whatever leverage you have, to show, what it is. Is Shaq, is he still with New Orleans, right?
Yeah, I think he's on the practice squad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, man, that's pretty much our quick little snapshot of early signing period. Jesse, what's up, man? What up with you, dog?
Hey, I want to see Jensen pull up besides Richard May Jr. What you got? Ken?
A race?
hey.
Man, long as Jensen healthy, I'm gonna go with Jensen. Jensen got that speed. Now Richard might get him now. That's between Jensen. Now Jensen got to heal up real good, and we got to see. I ain't never seen Richard run, so I ain't gonna put him out there. Go ahead, Cole. What you say?
All right. So with the other people that will be getting signed, is there any other recruits that will surprise us or
in my mind, I have 1, 2, 3. It depends on this weekend. I mean, we can see anywhere from 4 to 6 more additional.
Yeah, the reason why I'm asking because there's one recruit. I know you ain't gonna say anything because a lot of stuff is a surprise and stuff. Because I remember, what was it? I think it was last year. I brought up the quarterback that signed to Texas State. Pray that he does get playing time. That's all I'm saying. What was his name? PJ Hatter.
PJ Hatter.
Yeah, I remember I said something about him and stuff.
Didn't Hatter hit the portal? Or did he stay?
I don't know off the top of my head.
He probably stayed. I think he stayed at Texas State. I think he stayed. I don't want to put that out there. I don't remember seeing him hit the portal. Go ahead.
Well, I remember I said something about PJ Hatter, and I remember you said like you didn't know at the time and stuff, and then like the next day he signed with Jackson State.
Who you thinking?
Huh?
You got a player out there that you think gonna sign with us?
His name is Jacoby Barnes, 5'9", 210. 210 at running back, 5'9", 210. I seen film on him and stuff. I said they can just sign him and stuff. I said he reminds me of DeAndre Swift.
Oh, you mean you're talking about Jacory Barnes?
Yeah, my fault, Jacory Barnes.
Viger. He actually did commit, and you know what? He's no, he didn't commit. Did he commit?
I think he verbally committed.
Oh, I see that. This was earlier this year.
Yeah.
Now I have to follow up and just see. He definitely committed. Committed in April. I got to follow up, make sure. It's still on track. So yeah, this was earlier. This is actually earlier this year. When he committed. So I gotta just make sure. So I could definitely. That's no secret. He committed April. So just got to make sure that he's that we're still his guy. I know someone mentioned about that.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Kobe, how you feel about your running back going to South Carolina, just staying at home?
I mean, we knew during the season that he was leaving. We joked about it. But the fact that he 45 minutes up the road for the Gamecocks, Tuck is a happy man. Tuck is a Gamecock fan. So, so Tuck ain't lost regardless on that. But I'm happy for him. I just hope and I really do hope that he gets playing time. And the only reason why I say that is because they have 2 other running backs that they got coming in as well.
Yeah, I think they signed. I just checked. I said they got 2. I think they got 2 out of high school, and I think they got another person that's coming from North Texas,
right?
Who's I think just 6 foot, but he's around 210. He only 10 pounds less than him. So with the running backs they do have, is like the best man win. I'm not saying. So here's the thing: is he? I ain't gonna say FBS running back. I hate when people say, "Is he a FBS running back?" No. Is he great enough to play for South Carolina? South Carolina, yes. I just don't. When they make that jump, I don't want these schools. I don't want these other schools to get them, and then it's like we got them. They say one thing, but then when they get there and stuff, they ain't giving them the playing time that they promised them, and they not using them. They not using them, and it's like if you was gonna do all that, and stuff, you should have just let them stay there where they was.
That's you didn't forget that, man.
Huh?
So
they're not gonna do that.
Nah, they gonna tell you it anyway when they know you're gonna be fifth screen.
Right. Right. You know.
But I know it just it bothers me. I guess it bothers me and stuff because when they jump from the HBCU level, I'm not knocking them from jumping from HBCU and they going FBS and stuff. I'm just knocking the people, the coaching that's in charge at those other schools and stuff, because they get our boys, and then it's like,
no, I know exactly how you feel. Like I'm
not, because thing is, he's the biggest running back in that room. I ain't gonna lie, that is the reincarnation of Najee Harris.
Well, I tell you what, man, we'll see what he do. We wish him well. He went to he committed to South Carolina State. He's a good running back. I would have loved to see him stay at South Carolina State, but he chose to go a different route. So
it is what it is.
Well, yeah. Man, running backs is it's a healthy position. You know what I mean? Right now, a lot of availability. You may even see us grab another running back or two. Ain't no telling. You never can tell. I think I'm like everybody else.
I'm just waiting on that day. When there's a four-star running back coming out of high school signed at Jackson State. It's gonna happen.
He just did.
Wait, which one?
Kobe Boyin.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Oh yeah. All right.
Kobe Boyin is a running back, bro.
Oh, I thought he was more like wide receiver and stuff, but never mind.
He got recruited by Brandon Morton, our running backs coach. Now he's an athlete; he can play wide receiver.
I like him.
But he's definitely Kobe. You did the same thing I did, man.
That bubble,
my arm and that damn thumbs up. Because I was like, let me see if it do it again.
You're intentionally trying to do it, kid.
The show don't do it. It's like this thing smart, man. This thing crazy, man. But yeah, Boykin is he kick return, punt return. Shucks, man. Running back. Zoe gave an interesting comparison earlier, and he talked about the comparison. He compared Kobe Boykin to Tariq Cohen.
Ooh.
I was like, damn, I didn't think about that.
That's a hell of a comparison.
It was. It got me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You think about Tariq Hill, actually. He's a running back. People don't know that. I ain't gonna say people don't know. There's a lot of people that don't know that Tariq Hill was a running back in college.
Right. At Oklahoma State.
Yep. Oklahoma State. Then he went JUCO. Then he went to West Alabama, D2, dominated.
Yeah, that's true. Right outside of Coffee County, Georgia. Well, no, from Coffee County, Georgia, which is the 229. And I say it again, the 229. Yep. A lot of talent.
Absolutely.
Oh, I just figured out who is doing. Okay, okay.
But you didn't know this was nigga from the 229? Yeah, man.
Okay, I got it.
He said he been talking to you all this time. He didn't even realize he was talking to you.
He didn't know
that. No, it's been good, man. No, I say this, man. I don't think we have a problem on offense, man. I think we addressed just about everything we could have addressed. More wide receivers, but I think I would like to see another center, to replace Evan on offense, and then from there I need that linebacker room to fill up. And maybe there's some other linebackers, like I said today, that is that I'm not aware of that's out there. I know Junior was on there today. Junior what? I don't know his last name. It's Humulized, something like that. Kiamulia or something like that. Junior.
Oh, okay, I know you're talking about.
He was supposed to be on there on the squad last year. Didn't report, but he was celebrating, retweeting everything. So looking forward to he may be in the fold. Get him on in there. He committed last year as well. So and then I got another linebacker that we recruiting that I know he's on another visit right now, but I'm definitely hoping he can he commit. I think we got him though. I ain't gonna say his name, but I think we got him.
Is he a linebacker?
Yeah, another linebacker, another edge rusher that I like. I would love to see him commit.
Okay, let me ask you this about the offensive side of the ball, right?
Yep.
With the emergence of Isaiah Spencer last year, who do you think will be the next young guy in that room, or a guy that we haven't seen to emerge as a playmaker?
If we go over underclassmen, I mean, I would have to name somebody that you didn't see really play last year. I'm not gonna name anybody that we did see. I'm gonna say Isaiah Kendall.
You're gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, Isaiah Kendall is a player I'm definitely looking forward to take that next leap. Another player that a lot of people that's not on a lot of people's radar, but he is a dog, man, at wide receiver. Remember his name, Logan Mack.
Logan Mack, okay.
Yeah, he ain't gonna ring a lot of bells. I just think from if you know what I'm saying. And just depending on, I know we gotta get Coach Gale's got to get his hand on the wide receiver room and really just see. But you still got Savin McGee, you got Isaiah Spencer, you got Kobe Paul, you got Fabian McCray. Still got them dogs in that room, man. So we're gonna see who takes that next step. Jonas Fortillion. The list goes on and on. Still, everybody's waiting to see what happens with Rico as far as like when he returns or if he returns. You just wait and see. He's not gone or anything like that, but he did have to deal with some health stuff. So we expect him to be back. He's still a Tiger, so I'm gonna say he's back. I'm not breaking no news, but I'm gonna say that he returns and plays. But if not, we all will know that because that question has been a very highly asked question. So good problem to have.
My fault. My apologies.
Go ahead.
How you feel about Lester Miller? That's somebody else I was thinking about. Somebody just put him in the chat.
Yeah, Lester, Mike Williams, young talent. Lester was an all-state player. I mean, he is he got everything he needed to be successful. Just a matter of how well he developed, and I expect him to ball out at practice, man. Get on that field, man. Make a name for himself. Lester can be a star. Like this is the thing about the young talent. You get out what you put into it. You are what you want to be. If you want to be great, because keep in mind when you get to that college level, them stars don't matter no more.
Mm-hmm.
You're a zero star when you get to college. You gotta go earn that keep now. So whenever you change a position coach and the leader of the room is different now, so we gotta wait and see you know, what that coach sees in that particular player, because everybody got to prove themselves now. You got a coach that comes in that knows no one. They know what the coaches are telling them, and they know what we saw. You know, they may even know what they saw, but they still got to go in, and it's always up here. The game is played up here because we'll see the talent and we'll be like, why we don't see such and such. It very well could be a mental thing. Can't remember the plays. You know what I'm saying? Lack of discipline. Can't be on time. Grades. Late for meetings. Work ethic isn't up to par. But we saw that particular player was a 3-star or 4-star or whatever the case may be, or 5-star or no star. You know, it doesn't really matter. But you have to see, the coaches are the only ones that really know that, though. That's why fans are always like, man, what's up with such and such? You don't know. You tend to feel like maybe the coaches don't know. But what if that player is constantly late
Mm-hmm.
to meetings and never? What if that person, the speed of the game is just too fast for them? What if the talent doesn't translate? And I'm not saying that for any of the guys that you mentioned. I'm just saying we don't know. We have to just see. But I think every last one of them kids that we mentioned, they got the talent. I just think when you get to college, it's about work ethic, discipline, work ethic, and getting to that next level. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna no. You ain't gonna get no, no passes because you were great at your high school when you was the big fish. But go ahead, TD.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you, is it far-fetched to say with the height, maybe the build, that Isaiah can kind of give you a wide man?
Could be. Very well could be. Malachi was different though, bro. I mean, but you know what? Malachi was a basketball player just like Kendall is. Kendall's a basketball player. Malachi was just a freak athlete though. I mean, jumping out the gym. Hell, I would have loved to have seen Malachi try to go to the NBA and just said, man, this basketball thing, I mean, this football thing ain't working. Let me go hoop. That kid was just that good, man.
And some of the things that you was naming off about why we don't see some of the players, I heard there's a lot of reasons he didn't get the time he needed on the basketball court. So
very well could be. School is it's different, man. When you see, this is what I was saying. We talked to a young man about structure, stuff like that, right? See, in high school, y'all gonna feel me when I say this. At high school, everything's in the same location. Here's what I mean. You go to park in the parking lot and there's a big building. You know what I'm saying? Everything's there. You got all your classes are there. Your schools start at the beginning of the day and it ends at the end of the day. And then guess what? If you play a sport, you stay at school, or you may break, go get you something to eat, you come back, you start working out. It's all in one location. In college, man, you can live off campus. Man, nobody over you standing over your neck telling you your class time could be totally different than your teammate. You in a whole different major. You got a different professor. It's a whole different ball game, and ain't nobody standing over your shoulder. You got weightlifting, you got this, you got that, you got film, you got all that good stuff.
Study hall.
You got study hall, and the young folk that it could be culture shock. You know what I'm saying? Or not just culture shock, but you have to, and every student actually have to do it. But you have to develop a new set of you got to develop a new system to and that those, some of those things are the things that could actually hold you back if you're not very good at that. You're not very good at time management. You're not very good at studying. You're not very good at retaining information. Maybe you was in a school where you were the big fish and you just kind of flexed and just freelanced. You weren't really running no scheme. You were just out talenting folks. You know what I'm saying? But then you get to a school where you gotta lock in and really study that playbook and really know what called, and it could be a little slow on the process for some of the younger folk to come along. So I always think about the unknowns. I don't think that I know it all, and it's annoying. And not talking about anybody. I'm just saying it can be annoying at times when fans automatically assume the negative or assume that maybe a coach don't know what they're talking about or this particular player ain't playing because they don't know what they're doing when you don't know all the details of what comes into with this 18, 19-year-old young man who could be having some challenges that the coaches aren't going to display because they don't want to make that, shine a negative light on a particular player. They want to work with them and help continue to develop them. That's all a part of development. You know what I'm saying? So not to manage, not to even mention like girls and all that type of stuff. You are the HBCU. I've been saying that. You in there, it's just, so it's like that. That's why some parents be like, they want their child to go JUCO because they able to develop, and then they come in a little bit more mature, and they've gotten some college hours. It's a little bit more of it's less fast. You know what I'm saying, as opposed to, a situation like that. So, but I to your question. Those are the names that I would love to see Lester get out there. I would love to see Mike Williams get out there. Isaiah Kendall for sure. On offense, I think that's pretty much it, man. I mean, the running back room is extremely healthy. Wide receiver room is just that thing loaded, man. It's a lot of bodies. So if you see that, I mean, you got to put that work in, man. Yeah. You got to outwork the man in front of you.
Yeah. I can say Aubrey Miller's little brother, he surprised me last year.
Ahmad. What surprised you about Ahmad?
Didn't the speed. I mean, I seen the film, but like when he hits the hole and stuff, and when he's out, he's out. And he reminded me, and people might think I'm weird and stuff, but he reminded me a little bit of Zeke Elliott in college. How he run.
That's actually a pretty good comparison, bro. Like how he run. Yeah, that's a really good comparison.
Yeah, how he run,
yeah, kind of high a little bit. Yeah,
hit the hole, and when Zeke had a home run, that's how our Miller's little brother looked.
I can see that.
Like he out
running style, speed. Yeah,
and I was like, dang, I didn't think he was gonna hit the field that early, that soon and stuff. I said, hey, look at there.
Hey man, let me tell y'all something, man.
His name Ahmad. It's Ahmad. Ahmad, yes.
Yeah, Ahmad. My apologies, Ahmad Miller.
Now you good.
Yeah. TD don't want you to call him Aubrey's little brother. Well, he just said the same thing about Ziggy, man. So Ziggy got to make a name for himself, and but no, man, he put that work in though. I got to give it to him. Ahmad, that man, put some respect on Coach Morton's name, man. Coach Brandon Morton, man, great running back coach. You got to try to keep a coach like that. He's a rock star in my opinion. That running back room, there's not a lot of drop off, man, from player to player. It's just not, So, and he's adding more talent this year. So it just damn logs in. We got 10 running backs, man.
Hey, I ain't saying that when you was talking. I just was like,
good Lord, man, 10?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm trying to see the other running backs that JSU got right now and stuff. Like I said, that's the reason why I brought a old dude just a few minutes ago and stuff. I brought him up, and then I didn't bring up the other dude or the other person. I forgot his name, but I guess when I see JSU, I guess this is a little too much to ask for, but I'm like, who's gonna? There'll never be another one, but to me, who's gonna be the next Walter Payton? Because in my opinion, to come to JSU and play running back, I think every running back when they put on pass at JSU, they should realize they carrying on a legacy.
Well, one thing about something that you said, I mean, with the running back position being what it is, it has changed tremendously since Walter played. I mean, when you're the feature back, you end up with 20, 25, 30 carries a game. Now everybody playing anywhere from 2 to 3 running backs, so you know, and a lot of time running backs, so the more you run, the stronger you become. And so,
yeah, that's true. But
go ahead. As far as establishing that right now,
yeah, but I mean, that is true. But one thing we can't see is when we gave when JSU gave Irv Mulligan his touches, it showed. It paid off. I'm not saying we can't give. I'm not saying we can't give the other people they touches, but I mean, if you telling me JSU can't have a two back system and have somebody that's 1,000-yard back and somebody behind that running back that has at least 600 yards rushing, to me it can happen and stuff because I always had that so it's something that you know, Mr. Ken brought up last week, I think last week or the week before, when we was talking about quarterbacks and stuff, you know, how we want the SWAT to go in the next direction of quarterback play. If them people up there at the other FCS schools and FBS, if they can go out there and, you know, throw for average around 260 to 300 a game, why can't we? And just like us and stuff, you telling me Georgia, other teams and stuff, they can have a 1,000-yard running back. I'm not talking about Georgia, right? The actual Georgia team right now. I'm talking about like back then, probably around 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, etc. Those time frames. If teams like that could, you know, have running backs that average 1,000 yards and have somebody behind them that average around 600, why can't us? I feel like JSU has the whole line to do it. I know they can do it.
We definitely can. That's what our question. Irv would have been 1,000-yard rusher this past season had he not got hurt. He was leading the SWAC
easy
when he went down. Darius Owens wound up winning, you know, Player of the Year, but top running back in the conference. But he won the SWAC rushing title, I guess. But Irv would have been that had he stayed healthy. He was averaging literally a touchdown a game and 100 yards per game. But it's not far-fetched that we could easily do that. That's easy. It's easy to do. It's not even it's not that given what you just said, like it depends on play calling, how we choose to run. I mean, if we're gonna go tempo, we can get more plays. The thing that hurts right now is the running clock. It's gonna limit the amount of plays that you can run in a game now. So that count's going to be down slightly because it used to stop. Now that joker just run now. So,
I see.
Go ahead, TD.
So you saying it no longer stops on what, first downs?
Nope.
First down no more. Okay.
Stops like 2 minutes at the end of the first half, I think.
So on the way it's stopping now is out of bounds, incomplete passes.
It stops at an incomplete pass. It don't stop on nothing else, unless it's 2 minutes before the second. 2 minutes going to 2 minutes before the half and 2 minutes before the game end. It stopped then.
Not running out of bounds doesn't stop it either.
Nope. It'll stop once they reset. Once that thing set, it starts back rolling. It's a running clock, man. Y'all ain't noticed that?
Oh, that's crazy.
No. Okay.
Yeah, man. You get a first down, you go out of bounds, man. That clock rolling, bro. They made the rule change.
Who idea was that?
I don't know.
NCAA to make the games go faster.
Want to make the game go faster, man? Chill out on them commercials, they'll be all right.
Right.
Agreed.
It
only all this advertisement commercial does nothing for us.
It is right here. Only stops after first down, under 2 minutes left in each half. That's what I said. That's why some teams won a lot of games by eating the clock up. For real. I'm telling you, that motherfucker rolling now, bro.
Oh man, that's
you gotta manage time better now. You know what I'm saying? Use your timeouts or what have you, but it ain't, you know. If you go back into some of them critical moments, that clock rolling, man. You run out of bounds, the clock don't stop until after 2 minutes.
That's wild, bro.
Starting to break the news to you.
That's
but yeah, it's out there, man. But hey, man, listen, this is where we at with it. Man, I had a blast just kind of going through that, man. By the way, the list that was put together, they left Antonio Gates' name off of there because he actually committed last year. So it wasn't like a new commitment. So he was supposed to come last year, so that's why his name wasn't on there. This is lucky Prime North Dakota State didn't have that. Oh man, they would have listen, man, they'd have milked the clock, man. They were milking that clock, bro. They're gonna run the ball down your throat. That's why they said, oh yeah, that's why them fake injuries be happening, man. Jokers will fall down and grab their leg. Stop that clock.
Yeah, they need to do something about that, man. Just like Hacker Shack. All that stuff about
that. I like to see what they do. Or make it to where if you're injured, you got to stay out the game a certain amount of plays.
The rest of that drive.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no stopping. Then you coming right back in. Nah.
But that's gonna hurt though for like players if they really did get hurt and then they feel better and they ready to come back. You know what I'm saying? They be like, damn man, I gotta sit out. So it's like you gotta. It's like a judgment call, man. You can see the Joker, man. He just, but you can't. It worked both ways though. You can complain about it when it's the other team, but when it's your team and you ain't got but one timeout, you don't want to burn your last timeout and you just fall down, or he ain't got no timeout, so you go down. That thing come in handy, boy. Hey, it's a strategy, man. It's gamesmanship, but we'll see. It says start charging timeouts. You can't do anything about it, sadly, because you get penalized. A kid that has legit. That's what I'm saying. You got it's a slippery slope. So, but anywho, Celebration Bowl, man. I'll finish up on that. Who y'all got, man?
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm not gonna be salty or anything. I want FAMU to take it, and the only reason why I want FAMU to take it is because I want the Sweat to have a win against the MEAC. This is big. This is. I'm not trying to be mean, but this is bigger than you know. I love JSU. This is bigger than JSU right now. This is about the Sweat. I want the Sweat to have a win against the MEAC.
What is that, Aqua?
Shoot. Coach Pugh said them boys still a MEAC team, man. Shoot.
They still a MEAC team. Well, no, not really. Not anymore. I'm not saying Howard isn't good or anything and stuff. I just hold Quentin Williams. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I think FAMU gonna win it by a lot, honestly.
If FAMU's running game shows up, they'll be all right in this game.
You know, it ain't gonna take much for them to show up, man. Howard just ain't good against the run. You know what I'm saying?
That's yeah, but you know, you always have those football games and stuff, i.e., everybody else versus Jackson State. They won't be good against certain people, but as soon as they'll play, you know, Jackson State, here they come trying to be world beaters, trying to be great and stuff. I'm like, where was this effort at when you was playing old dude 2 weeks ago and stuff?
I mean, you might get that from Howard just because this is the championship.
Yeah,
college, you know, like it's the biggest thing to play for. So you might get that effort out of them. Period. I will say shout out to Willie Simmons though for not giving them bulletin board material. He stayed very quiet. He was very quiet.
He's very quiet. He's very quiet.
He locked in. And but I don't. I'm gonna just be real with you. I feel you. You know that it's bigger than the JSU, but there was no. And man, I don't know who. It says fired up JSU. Hey man, you gotta turn your camera on first, man. Let me see who you are first before I add you. I just need to make sure you're a real person. I don't need it to be no troll. I ain't gonna add you until I see your camera. Nobody can see you on camera. I just want to make sure you're a real person. So turn your camera on while you're in the back. Yeah, there you go. I didn't think you were going. I don't trust them weird names like that. Say fired up JSU in the name. So every time I see stuff like that, I always think it's a troll. Somebody will come up and say something diabolical real quick and then jump off.
Diabolical.
Hey, well, to answer your question again before I get off, I'm just gonna say I'm rocking with the swag, man. I'm tired of that needle pointing to one side too much, man. Folks need to know that we, as who was that? What was it? Was it Pimp C said South got something to say? You know what I'm saying? The swag got something to say, man. You know what I'm saying?
But according to Buddy Pugh, man, FAMU is MEAC. MEAC.
But not on paper. I mean,
the old MEAC rival, man. I ain't, I saw FAMU Rattler under Kobe Borkin post talking about he ain't no 4-star, he a 3-star. And for that, I hope they lose.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Because I'm on the same thing with you, gang. I ain't lying, bro.
No, I ain't knocking nobody that want to be unified, but we can unify on Monday. I ain't unified tomorrow, man.
Someone just said FAMU is not swag. Someone just said that.
Aqua?
It really be dependent on Howard, man. What type of team you gonna get with them? I mean, are you gonna get the team that what they put a 50 on North Carolina Central?
Yeah,
something crazy like that. Are you gonna get that team that should have won versus the FBS opponents that they played in Northwestern and Eastern Michigan? Or are you gonna get the team that gave up almost 300 yards rushing in Orangeburg? Like you just don't know with them.
Yep. So we'll see, man. We'll see. So, man, I'm gonna call it. I gotta hit that road tomorrow. Head over to Viva Las Vegas for the CP3 basketball classic. Covering Jack State basketball for the weekend. So I'm gonna watch that Celebration Bowl, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Talking about some Jackson State recruiting updates. I expect to see another commitment tomorrow, man. If not tomorrow, Monday. I know we got a couple of next week for sure.
That's insane.
Hey, we ain't going nowhere. We trying to get that #1 class, man. Trying to get that #1 FCS recruiting class.
Where y'all at right now?
I don't know. I got to go look at it. Make sure they update our stuff. Appreciate that, Sharetta. Appreciate that, Miss Rita. Yeah, man. I'm finna do like Zoe. I'm finna give me some Z's, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Appreciate you for coming up, bro.
I appreciate it.
All right, Cole. Nick.
Huh?
Yeah, I just said, all right, Nick. Yeah, you have
All
a good
right.
night, bro.
See you, Mr. TD.
All right, y'all.
Take care, bro.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Peace out, everybody. Good night.